allow the two children to attend the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun diary, diary Politico. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. tútù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́.
Hello there, brethren. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Maiyegun live. Thank you so much for joining me again. Please, after reading the caption of the broadcast, take your time, read the description of the broadcast as well, which also explains other stories and topics. After that, like the broadcast just before you settle down. Then after that, share the broadcasts, because don't keep it to yourself. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Maiyegun today. Once you have done all of this, you can sit back, relax, or in fact, continue your your chat. In the comments, it is called engagement. Yesterday, we covered the story of the abduction of Martins Otsei, popularly known as Very Dark Man. The style in which the EFCC abducted him after his supposed engagement with the management of a branch of Guaranteed Trust Bank in Abuja, where he went to complain about incessant deduction from his mother's account, in which, according to report, the bank claimed that his mom took a loan in what came to be a sort of like a fraud, in which compromised information was used to obtain a loan. And not satisfied, right? It was said that he demanded the refund, in which things didn't go well, that they had a kind of like a fisticuff, where it is believed that the genesis of his abduction, right, emanated. But that is just for what happened 2 days ago. So when he got outside the bank, men in black, we all know that the EFCC operates in their red jacket uniform. So men in black created a huge confusion, in which it was also reported that he was assaulted when he refused to unlock his phone, in which he later sort of unlocked for them. Then they put a hood on their head, himself and his friend, in the presence of his mom. A lot of us have been asking if anyone has heard from the mom, but we heard that the mom is safe, but she is like upset, like really, really dejected, not knowing where her son is and what exactly did he do. So in the last 48 hours, right, a lot of reactions have followed, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, especially online. So some of those who are his own supporters, the Ratels gang, you know, young and old Nigerians who support him for his advocacy, human rights advocacy, in which he is believed to have done so much for the downtrodden than to be ridiculed the way the whole thing is playing out. They blame GTBank, Guaranteed Trust Bank, that they are no longer trustworthy. They believed that it was the bank that invited the EFCC. Then all of this in the last 48 hours. So some of them have started closing their bank account. It's reported that thousands of them have actually closed their accounts with GTB. Also, we have had those who are now calling for a more sort of like, effective action by mobilizing as many thousands of Nigerians as possible to protest against the EFCC. All of this again in the last 48 hours. EFCC, they are yet to actually say this is what it did. But last week, I believe, when the news broke that E-Money was arrested for mutilating the Naira, an allegation that he denied. It was so ridiculous enough that the EFCC claimed that the reason why they arrested him wasn't because he was spraying the Naira. It was because he was standing on the Naira notes as mutilation. So that around that time, as part of what we are putting together, the pieces we are putting together, that could be the reason why this happened in the first place. Very Dark Man made a video in which he directly accused the EFCC of being so corrupt. In fact, the most corrupt agency in Nigeria. However, some believe that that too could be one of the reasons why it's picked up. You see, a lot of people speaking out are not really angry that the EFCC want to do their job. Like if somebody has committed a crime, you know what I mean? Like even if it's not this Very Dark Man, okay? Like even if, if anybody committed any crime, the right thing is first, you have to make them know what they have done, right? Unfortunately, in this regard, nothing. In a conversation between the supposed legal representatives from the GTBank, an associate of his, who attempted to see Very Dark Man in the custody of the EFCC, who later claimed to have been the one who took him. Okay, that one said that the interrogator said something about cyberbullying, cyber stalking, right? Meaning he has said something online, because that is how they kind of, currently in Nigeria, that is how they are in shutting people up, lock them up. It is with one line, cyberbullying. You get to hear that the president of Nigeria, or the son of the president, or a governor, the police IG, they are arresting ordinary citizens for posting something on social media, and then they will say it is cyberbullying, that you are bullying them online. And because of that, the next thing is they will charge you for treason, that what you put online is enough to incite people against them. So therefore, you are about to bring, restiveness to Nigeria. Therefore, you should go to jail for treason. So this is where we're going to start from this evening. Isaac Fayose, Ayofaolese's brother, who has been one of the outspoken people on this matter. Last night, and in fact, this morning, he has released 2 videos where he believed that cutting your bank card, closing your account is not enough. This is like a slap on the face of an average Nigerian who have sent their thieves, people who looted billions, hundreds of billions of naira, walked free, right? And then a citizen was smuggled or kidnapped, put it right, abducted, right, on the daylight without telling anybody what he did. So he's calling on the people. So by Tuesday, if the EFCC fail to explain what happened, what it did, right, then they are taking it to become the genesis of what some of you have been anticipating. In his words, you have to take it off the social media now by Tuesday. However, let's go back to what we kind of believe could be one of the reasons why this EFCC is acting with so much impunity. It was this video. Because in that video, I have listened to it, I've watched it, right? A Very Dark Man decided to tribalize the arrest of E-Money. In fact, he said he was convinced that it is actually true, the systemic profiling and persecution of the Igbos in Nigeria. He explained his reasons, and he believes strongly as well that the EFCC have no ground to hold e-money, right? If he wasn't an Igbo man. And again, as we speak, the withdrawal of customers of GTBank in protest against this impunity has been taken on or taken up already by the Ronukus, who have decided to tribalize it. We'll get to that part. But here is that video, or the video that is believed to have triggered the EFCC to abduct him.
All right, so as I speak to you now, E-Money is currently in detention at the EFCC. As I speak to you now, I know say EFCC go to wonder how I take find out, but like I said, I got eyes everywhere. Do you understand? I get informants for everywhere. So allegedly, yesterday, about 50 men stormed E-Money's house, and that was how they arrested him. Now, why did they arrest him? Because of this video. Now, as you can see in this video, E-Money, they spray flavor pounds for Obi Kubana birthday. EFCC carry him not because he spray money, because according to them, as in they spray pounds, in leg can't touch naira. In leg they on top naira. That's why they arrested him. They say it is naira mutilation. Say in leg touch naira. So person won't go spray pounds. He go they look ground before he go spraying pounds. For a party where crowd they making they look ground. Meanwhile now, Okoya Pikin, Yoruba man Pikin, Okoya Pikin, he do naira mutilation where even the first PRO talk. Say this is naira mutilation. They can't arrest the policeman where they did. They invite Okoya Pikin, nothing was done. Now so that case don't go. But now you go E-Money house, go pick E-Money. Say leg mistakenly touch naira. That's why you picked him up for naira mutilation. But Okoya Pikin, you no touch him. I'm beginning to believe this story that you people are against the Igbos in this Lagos. I don't believe I'm slow. There's a conspiracy against the Igbos. And you know the craziest part? According to my investigation, that EFCC commander, where they for a lorry, now they don't carry come Lagos now. That one where we say they involved for that EZT, this thing, where they take carry EZT from Lagos, go a lorry, go lock out for over 8 days for messaging Wokis. Now in don't they now. So maybe as they don't do E-Money now, they'll say, hey, that one too na Igbo, but na lie. I see a tribal game going on. Okoya Pikin do. They say no. Up to now. But now don't go carry Igbo man. The other day when I carry Isoko man, Terry Apala for naira mutilation. But Okoya Pikin, they never still touch him up to now. So you see how corrupt EFCC are. And I keep saying this to you, now know the year. But I don't blame them. They can do this because a lot of Nigerians are also in support. You remember Okoya children time? At the talk and they say, very that one, you don't know Okoya, then they get Nigeria. In fact, they borrow to una empower that character. Una empower, now they don't go carry another person. Of course, E-Money never borrowed Tinubu money before now. But you see, slowly, you go touch all of now. As soon as no one talk. Now, I'm not a fan of E-Money. I don't even like him at all. I don't like his lifestyle. I don't even want to know him. But, Mona release E-Money. If you people cannot take Okoya's children to court, why are you harassing everybody, bro? Why? Why? Is the law different? Why? And E-Money, who you don't offend, because this will be like setup. Who you don't offend, you better go and check. But release E-Money. Release him. If you cannot hold Okoya's children, you have no right to hold any Nigerian anywhere. You have no right. Let E-Money go. Let E-Money go. Let E-Money go. Now again to celebrities.
I mean, it will make sense. He's been having an issue with that singer, Shinwo. I don't know, is her name Mercy Shinwo? But I know she's Shinwo, right? He's been having a legal battle with her. In fact, I think a court recently ruled, she recently instituted a case of 2 billion naira defamation or something against him. It's got so many people who are like, here you get. And somehow it's got a lot of admirers called the Ratels. And some people are not member of that, their Ratel gang also, right? And Ratel gang is not a kind of like gang, okay? It is his own idea of, you know, the people in the trenches, right? The supposed that the downtrodden, those ones that people love to trample on, like trample upon, like who are like nobodies. But somehow, with the help of social media, they have built themselves a force that they believe is enough to speak for them in one voice, a voice that is so powerful enough that everyone can really ignore. Like right now, we can't ignore. So here is where Isaac Fayose, right, also gets involved, especially now, calling on everyone to hit the streets. By Tuesday, and Tuesday will be the 6th of May, from his mouth.
If you sit at home on Tuesday, you don't have any right to complain about Nigeria again. How can someone stole 1.3 trillion allegedly and they allow the person to go home 24 hours later? How can someone, they allegedly carry 90 billion and it took them 8 to 10 months to even arrest the guy? How can someone go bring fake plane from Sudan or Egypt and say this one a Nigerian here, and the plane disappear 24 hours after and the person still they walk for streets? How can your leader be riding Rolls Royce, person will never work for 20 years? He has been got from one government to another government, riding Rolls Royce, and you cannot talk, you can just sit there and just allow it. And they are now picking someone that have been talking, speaking up like that, like goats, and you want to sit down at home. Tuesday, you must come out. My flight to Australia is on Wednesday. I'm going to change my flight so I can be available. You better make them pack all of us than make we sit down. That means we are toothless bulldog. If you sit down, that means your 2027 election is already gone. If you sit down, that means the poverty where they face now, you go face times 10. If you sit down, that means you never see anything. Emma Jayakuni. Tuesday, come out. Up till now, EFCC is even disrespecting us. Not making a statement since yesterday. That means you people, they see us as goats, that these ones, they are rats, they are rats. Why should we release statements? They are so arrogant that they said, no, they can, we are holding him, If they can hold VDM, they can hold you, hold your papa, hold your mama. Is that a country? Is that the country you want? A country that you can't speak up? A country that you can't do anything? It better make them lock all of us up. That make you stay quiet for your house. Make you no speak up. Look at what ordinary Natasha woman, oh, look at what she do for Kogi. She stood her ground. And you did there. You say you are online. You are Ratel. Your Ratel must come out. Tuesday, if we don't hear anything from EFCC, by Tuesday, all of us should be on the streets. The country belongs to us. If you don't come out, forget next election. It's gone. If you don't come out, that's why our money go they leak. You see the thing where the revelations where they come out from NNPC now. You see the billions in dollars. So you see the house. Tuesday, come out.
Isaac Fayose, Ayofale, she's brother. Now, I don't know how many people needs to be kind of convinced, because in the last 48 hours, majority of Nigerians have been bombarding different, in quote, influencers or celebrities to speak up. You go touch everybody. This and that, speak up now, you know. And some of them have spoken up, but not generally in support. In fact, some speaks up that they are absolving themselves and distancing themselves from this whole thing. It's a mess that we have no idea how far the mess is going to go. So when Isaac woke up again, he made another video. This one.
See finish. Now when EFCC arrest you or arrest someone that have been speaking and talking against them and they refused to release statements, don't get me wrong, arrest is not a problem. I was arrested 2016. Yeah? When they arrest me, when I enter cell, now president of the cell carry me go one bed, orthopedic bed, EFCC cell for Abuja. Yeah. The president of that cell at the time carry me go that bed, say, now your brother buy this bed when he was here with us. So you, his junior brother, can enjoy the privilege by sharing the bed with the boss. So many great people have been arrested. No big deal. Even EFCC chairman, where they arrest someone now, his predecessors, whenever they finish, they always arrest them and carry them go DSS or police station. So maybe he too will be arrested after his tenure. We don't know that. But arrest is not a big deal. The thing we're asking for is 48 hours after his arrest. Stop, don't leave us guessing. Say na GTB, na GTBank, na this. So come out, tell us why you arrest, why the guy was arrested. That's all we're asking. You're not asking for too much. Arrest is normal. Arrest is normal. All the people that have been the EFCC chairman in the last 20 years, 90% of them after their tenure. Now arrest the end them. No big deal. Arrest is constant. But the difference now is this guy is people's advocate. This guy has been speaking and talking about EFCC, against the EFCC and their atrocities. So if you're arresting a guy like this, you will let the public know. This is why we are picking up this guy. And in our society, we see a lot of people stealing in dollars. You haven't arrested any of them. So why are you keeping this guy? Just come out and tell us and we will wait. Arrest, you can arrest anybody. My own bag is ready, fully packed for arrest too, if you want to question me. But tell us why. That's all we need to know. Please. Or else on Tuesday we are out. For sure, 100%. God bless Nigeria. See.
Maybe. So, he's been speaking up against them, no doubt. And he's been speaking up in a manner that if they ever feel like he's defaming them, like he's lying against them, then we'll see in court, especially in this part of that video where he said he's ready to present evidence that 90% or so of the APC are corrupt. That's huge, right? But his message to the celebrities, which is also part of that, because he believes that there's a conspiracy going on, that some of your celebrities are going to be picked up. Now, I don't know where the APC, Egbekegbe, Ronukus, I don't know where they really feel concerned, but they have created a narrative, which I'm going to tell you after this.
Now again, to celebrities, they are purposely targeting a lot of you. Purpose is deliberate. So that they will not show Nigerians that they are working. They are not working. These people are very corrupt. EFCC are the most corrupt people. Like I said, 70% of them are corrupt. When they are ready to let me prove it, I'll prove it to them. They should come and can say, a very dark man defame EFCC, let's go to court, let us go. And we prove it that 90% of you are corrupt. Release the money. And celebrities be watchful as they go. One are not going to spray money. If they don't pass them as law, no problem. I'm not going to tell you to break the laws. There's never insulation laws, no problem. But the pattern at which you are using a pattern to follow it. and celebrities are the target. Economic and Financial Crime Commission, when I don't follow politicians, governor thief money, they don't leave them. Okowa now own, still dey there. Nobody they talk. You don't join APC now. Not his dog. You don't go carry money. Tomorrow now, who you go carry? Tomorrow now, you go carry. Let us bring Ramona touch me. Corrupt people. Thieves. Thieves. Now na be. Release the money.
You get that? So the Ronukus now believes that in the last few days or so, or recently, that a very dark man has been calling out Tifnumbu, criticizing them. So to them, when they watched that video where very dark man tribalized the arrest of E-Money in that regard, you know why I use tribalized it is that E-Money is part of them. Okay? E-Money and the APC, Egbekegbe, Tifnumbu and Co. Like they are the Hallelujah boys. Kind of like the top echelon of the, what do you call it? Their cycle of there are many, sure you get, but what I mean is that there are different layers of those who enabled these establishments. You know, we all agree here with facts that except for maybe me and you, ordinary people, the rest of your elite in Nigeria, political class, and the rest of them, right? They do not have any tribe. They do not have any ethnic. They do not have any religion. They all mingle so well enough that they are marrying off their children to solidify their relationship. So in that category, right, there are others who are like the under the table boys. They appear to be rich. The system kind of like work for them in a way that they are now seeking protection from it. Unfortunately, there are some of them who kind of like, somehow maybe they made their money legitimately somehow, right? But they see how to take themselves to these guys for protection because money is not enough in Nigeria. So you see this E-Money and all those guys, they belong to that category. What is this? Kubana, Obi Kubana, Chief Priesty. All these guys, sure you get. You will realize that they are very comfortable. You can be complaining about Nigeria. They will never join you in doing that. You know why? Because they see themselves as part of the cycle, forgetting the fact that they probably are the menu. So somebody who kind of belongs to that category, you can no longer cry to us whenever your fingers get burnt and then suddenly say, look at us, I'm like you. You see, they are oppressing me. Like, nah, I don't believe that. Do you understand that? Now, then if you now want to tribalize it or ethnicize it, we can easily see through that because remember, it is the easiest sort of like a pity card that these guys play very much in Nigeria. So the Ronukus, once they hear Igbo in that video, they automatically just put a very dark man in the basket, in the same box as those they consider as enemies of the Yorubas. I am also using that specifically because the Ronukus are no longer hiding the fact that, right, when you say the Fulanization or Yorubanization, all right, they can no longer hide it. They are actually saying it that some of you are coming to come and destroy Yoruba government. Remember they told you that, this is Nigeria. No. Ronukus are not hiding it anymore. I'll show you. But here is the first celebrity, I'll say. I know some of you probably don't like him, but again, just listen. Seun, his own reaction to all of this, you know that Seun won't go straight like that. Seun will first probably like condemn the act that just happened. Then Seun will now like go ahead and even condemn some of you too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the one they say, I don't know the English, but loosely translated as he will fight with everyone, he will fight with someone, and he fights with everyone in the entire house. You know what I mean now? Like, that's Seun. But his own position. on this matter.
So right there and then, I don't even want to mention the name of anybody we can get the issue with. I just want to see what they happen. Even this GTBank, where everybody they make noise about. I mean, listen. I don't know why, but see, when me I tell them that something say they happen for this country, and they holler, they shout, say, ain't nobody takes it serious. VDM lawyer is my lawyer. We follow GTB, the drag case. Not only GTB, all the banks in Nigeria. There's no bank in Nigeria that is a good bank. There's no bank. When that my issue happened, my DM was full of people's horror stories. My sister, Seun Kuti, my sister just called me last week. Say her small money where she keep inside her GT account, it disappeared. She called me again, say to want add another journalist, saying gets one money for the GTBank, all the money disappear. Now they say they withdraw money, your money go just disappear inside that bank. So that's a story for another day. The banking institutions, but this thing will happen to VDM. So how is it possible to happen? Waiting they happen, waiting they really. Now I want to tell you people about the church government of Nigeria. As federal government, they run our country. Now so all these big pastors too, they run Nigeria. You see, for all this their church, all their members now they run Nigeria. That's why Nigeria can never be good. Go to any civil service, any government office. Now so they gang themselves like courts. The way courts is, they gang themselves up inside office. Now so all these church members, they own different government parastatals. We say that from certain church, once one person from that church don't be oga for there, and so you go load everybody from in church. Now don't say outside people, outside people they do this stuff. Outside, nobody they do this thing reach churches. So as soon as one day boycott GTBank, that is only one part of the thing we give this thing power. Look, I'm just not pay tithes this Sunday. And I know if I pay tithes this weekend, now they go take lock VDM on Monday. And they hear me, if I pay tithes this weekend, now that tithe they won't take lock VDM on Monday. Now all my offering, all that they go donate, all the Ratels tithe and offering. That's what they are using it for. Because we don't understand this country. So this situation now is that men of God, so-called men or people of God, not only men, people, the people of God are the ones fighting VDM for speaking the truth. Yes, bank must put mouth because bank is a thief business. Everybody knows Nigerian bank na thief. Who get money inside bank rich churches? Who get money inside bank rich churches? Now they don't call the bank. Say me the whole VDM there. So they won't arrest them. So maybe that's why they even go to take him mama money to loan him into the bank. They have planned everything. Now the people of God, it is the people of God that have done this to somebody that is fighting for poor people, because he's asking them to return money that they stole. Because he's asking them to return money that they stole. I called Deji. That's why I never talk about the matter. I said, who arrest them? Waiting gongo be the issue. Or can I say GTBank? No, if you say that they won't arrest them. On top of say they thief money. They no bond them well. So there must be underlining. And he also post video. I see one video where he post about the Sheikh Tinubu, even though those one no press any button. All their boy won't make them think say yes, that they do work, that they work, make they say that they work. They say go put their own mouth. So we as Nigerian people need to understand, say VDM, this matter it pass as we dey see am. If we no fight for all these kind of things to stop, for people to be using our institutions as their persona, it is crazy. And they tell me that waiting they happen be that simple. This is what is happening to VDM right now. And nobody is going to call out the pastors that run that church, the general overseers that run the church. Nobody will call them out. Nobody will say that anything bad is happening from there.
You never finish, oh. I just want to take a big pause because of us not to become guilty of painting everyone with a single brush. Rather. How many of you remember Father Oluoma? Oluoma. Okay, don't worry. Here is one. He is not a pastor, he's a reverend father, right? He used his own pulpit today to speak on the arrest. It's very fresh, isn't it? We'll come back to Seun because it's kind of said more.
Good. In Nigeria, how many of you have heard of very dark man? How many of you have heard of very dark man? He is not your typical religious person, Abi. He does not speak in tongues, he does not kabash. But what God has used him to do in Nigeria, even GOs and powerful prophets in Nigeria, they have not done it. Now the fear of very dark man is the beginning of wisdom. God has used him to bring justice to people. There were people who took money from others to do something and they didn't, and they refused to give them their money until such victims went to very dark man, and very dark man took up the case. But you will never see him as a prophet, and he doesn't care. For you, a prophet is the person who carries microphone like me, carries bell. Here, take it. That is the idea of prophets. Wearing tassels and all of that, prophesying things that don't happen and may never happen, giving testimonies of lion, carrying you and flying and dropping you somewhere and all of that. That is the idea of prophets. But when you go to Isaiah 58 of his 9, he said, you fast, you pray. God said, get out. I don't care about your fasting and prayer. You do marathon fasting. Say, I don't care about all those things. You're just wounding yourself for nothing. You will get ulcer. If you don't have this physical, you have, many of you have spiritual ulcer because of unnecessary fasting. You fast unnecessarily, you have spiritual ulcer if you don't get it. Many have both the physical one and the what? And the physical. God said, take away all your fasting, take away all your religious things. He said, all I want is that you should take care of the needy. He said, lose the fetters of injustice. That's what the Bible says, in his days justice shall flourish. That's one of the prophecies and the spirits on the Lord Jesus. I think that's Isaiah 11 when he was mentioning him. Prince of peace, Lord of lords, he shall have this, he shall do this, he shall dispense justice. Praise God. Hello. Meanwhile, his name is very dark man, but your name is light of the world. But he's the one dispelling darkness, and you, who is the light of the world, Lucius, you are the one bringing darkness. He doesn't belong in the tent of meeting. The tent of meeting is the place of ordination, the place of kabashing, the place of bubuyaya and all of that. He doesn't come there. He's just in the camp. Hello. His name is very dark man, but he does very light things. Good.
Yeah, that's one popular, outspoken clergy. He's a reverend father, and I think he's in Enugu, is it? So, like I said, Seun believes that those who, those behind oppression in Nigeria, okay, They are beyond the ones that are sort of like executing the oppression. Behind the curtains, these are those who present themselves as men of God, women of faith, religious people, but they are the group of, cankerworms and, what's in? Canary called it again. Cankerworm, cancer and cankerworm or something like that. In Jesus' name. So Seun has a problem with that. He's seeing beyond what GTBank branch manager did. He's looking at an extensive, institutionalized sort of like corruption that those who are supposed to uphold morality in our society, they are those behind all these vices. And you need to know that. Most of them are the people that you really, really respect a lot because of their religion and because of your religion association. But look at the rotten system. So Seun believes that Nigeria can never get better. Is my pal on that one to say, except you destroy the entire establishment that keeps producing these rogues. Seun, complete your...
Concentrate on helping the poor. Help the powerless. Don't help all these people say, when their hand, they clean their hand together, everything they clean. Nobody they hear. Now when small state don't come and say, we affect only them. Yes, let's face these institutions. If we hear see any of our institutions, they do anything, call them out. Forget all these rich people, all these, forget them. Because at the end of the day, most people just want to see people locked up. We are suffering. I look my DM, I know if you talk, I mean, people don't shout. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? What haven't we said? What haven't we said? What haven't we said? What haven't we said? When we call you people to actually do, it is the effort. You see, that's why I don't believe in charity. You know, because I have some money. I have some money. And people ask me for money all the time. They ask me for money all the time. And for somebody like me, we get some change. That's the easiest thing I can actually do. They give you some money. You know? The amount of times I give you shall determines if I care about you. Right? But most people that give to charity, it's not as if they're giving it every week or every day or every month. Once they don't give one, it's okay. They don't forget the matter. We need your participation. Nigerians, we must participate in this country. We must participate in this country. And many things will happen to us for this country. Small things like this, now go stop her. Small things now go stop her. When this GTBank thing happened to me, I swear, which I won't come my money for GTBank. I say I go come my money, but I come look and say, if I come on, with Nigerian bank, I look say the best thing to do is to fight them and collect the money that they have stolen back. Because any of the banks, they are all the same. So I start class action suits. Nigerians are not supporting my suits. We need plenty of people to complain legally against these people. We need to face these banks in the courts. If you take your money for one bank, put it that other, they are doing it there too. My DM was full. Whether that UBA, whether that Zenith Bank, whether they are all the same. The only way to fight them is to take our money back from them. Now this second one now, as VDM, you know say when I go carrying in a matter, when I count in a matter, give VDM. Anywhere we will do an account in a matter. You know. Now when me I respect the boy with that. He go carry himself, he go come up for a house. When I Jaws, so he go go inside bush for Jaws. He go inside bush for Zaria. He go for bush for Iloni. He go for Benin. He go for, you know this. He go. It remind me of me. Say when I create MOP. Now they remember back in the day. Me say I go wear my shoe, wear my cloth. I go Lokoja. I go Anambra. I go up and down Nigeria. They try to bring people to the consciousness of my political movement. So this one now, when they happen. Not be soon I go sit down for this thing. Because it's either they carry him to court on Monday, or they put him in their cells. Wherever he is, Ratels will not love him. Millions of you people watching, following, show up. Trust me. If una show up one time, this will not be saying, this will not be protest. This is not a protest. This is called solidarity. See, now when they defeat many of our people be that, and at the name what they give Nigerians, be that, now the name what they call them be that, they say that they are ungrateful. That's what they tell me every day. That's what that bastard Samuel Epa, which they call now, where they don't hold on now. When he said they come back to where they come, she be saying my papa die like chicken. He's coming to Nigeria. Let's see how do we end him in Nigeria when he gets here. Before I can determine which animal they end like that. You don't understand? See, my grandma, my papa, they die like chicken. See, Nigerians, they don't get grateful.
We won't get involved in you and Simon Ekpa's exchanges. So hear that part. To those of you who are the Ratels members, in Nigeria, getting involved means you have to be physically involved. That's Seun's message. Everybody should be involved. If you don't, nothing is ever going to change. Because this system that you are currently witnessing is put in place by some people, and it is working for them. If you think it's not working for you, which is obvious, it's not working for the majority. But for the establishment, come on, get used to it. And to their enablers, there are those who believe that, you know, there's something about, I mean, you've heard a lot of, you've heard some of the videos, the views of the few people who have spoken so far, right? They all said almost the same thing. Oh, he's a selfless guy. He takes people's, problem as is, and he takes it upon himself that he actually invests himself in it so much that sometimes you wonder why. Selflessness. You've heard all of that, Abi. There are those who believe that, in fact, not believes that. We keep saying that Nigerians are not people you have to fight for. Unfortunately, they are not asking you to fight for them. Let us be fair to them as well, right? Because normally they say if you want to fight for Nigerians, you have, fighting for Nigerians means you have to fight their oppressors. But you are advised not to use your two hands. So if you want to fight the oppressors for them, use one hand. And then the other hand to protect and defend yourself from the people you think you are fighting for. Because they are going to be stoning you, punching you. And they will want to lynch you as well. Because they will say, who sent you? Why are you fighting our leaders? So you are fighting our leaders so that you two can be leader and be controlling us. Who send you? Shall we send you any message? So some of us chooses that except they are willing to fight for themselves, do not pretend that you want to be a hero. Don't fight for Nigerians. Because on the other hand, some of you are reacting, not trying to judge his personality, but reacting to this whole messed up process, which actually makes all of us vulnerable though, right? I mean, we are all vulnerable to this. Any of us can be picked up anytime. And if you, good for you if you have a social media that people can help you tell the world about what just happened to you, or else then you have to languish in whichever space or place they lock you in. Because they will get away with it. It doesn't matter that you are in Nigeria and you are a Nigerian. Because there's no Nigerian. That's one deluded thing there, right? Well, listen to these Nigerians. This is how they feel about a very dark man. Because to them, he is doing too much. And what is too much? Going after those who have flourished in the business of a dog eat dog. Yeah, the bigger animal feeding and feasting on the weaker animals. Because that's exactly what that jungle has become. Dog eat dog. There are those who don't fancy him, like these guys.
All right, guys. I was strolling on Facebook and I saw VDM doing a video about his mother and a bank. I was shocked. Like, hello, VDM's mother, working, salary. Is she a government worker? I don't want to slout that one. If she's a government worker, so she's obviously working for her pension, okay? Is she a government worker, VDM? If no, why is your mother still working for peanuts? You mean your mother still wake up in the morning if she's not a government worker and go to work where? What does she do? Is she a professional or is she just a classroom teacher? What is she doing? So you cannot establish your own mother. Tag a mini person or ask, what is the meaning of Adazoe Nea Dazoa? So you are busy creating Facebook borehole, giving Facebook million for establishment, and you cannot establish your mom. You could not open anything tangible for your mom to wake up and bounce there as a job as well, as an income for your mother. Your mother still go to wake up in the morning and going to work. The only excuse here that I will accept is that she's a government worker. She has worked for so long and she's working for her pension. VDM, if that is not the case, I spit for your face. Put, I spit for your face, VDM. Come on. And you are so shameless to come and be dragging bank, taking your mother's money. So if I know they give my mama something, your mama something, if they give her enough, you see that money where your mama, today na first, your mama don't they look bank, whether they don't pay. If they give your mama enough alawi, that your mama money for don't enter what they call automatic savings. Are you kidding me? So on the first, your mama already they press up to see whether money don't land. Now person will not get enough, they do that one now. Trust me. I can tell you from my own personal experience. When my bank account they run anyhow, you know how many people they collect automatic. Now I be like say things one slow down. VDM, now torchlight I tell they look my account to. Whether anybody they near there. I mean they text you and the fact. Everybody know that. For your mama to the old torchlight for her account on the first, correct me, 31st. That means we video, you know they try. You cannot be happy others while your house is lacking VDM. You know establish your mama with small thing what should they do. You know change your mama life. You there outside, they make I want to change this, I want to change that. They give people 1 million to take the buy attention. Come on now, boy. If your mother is not a government worker working for pension, I spit for your face. Pwah! VDM. Yes now. I spit for your face. Whether you call the drag bank for misconduct or whatever, I don't care. But for your mama to the cry for salary, how much did they pay your mama? VDM. How much be your mama's salary? VDM, how much be your mama's salary? 5 million? 3 million? 1.2 million? What a shame. Come on, boy. Go take care of your mama. Go. You learn.
I dey mandate una make una no release VDM. As una hold VDM, so na the right thing una do. I'm giving you guys 1 week. Make una no release them. Make him dey there for 1 week. Because the negative influence when VDM don't carry come to society, they spoil a lot of things. In the breed miscreants, in the breed society full of insolence, and in the breed cankerworms. So I think VDM need to be taught a lesson. You understand? Because the negative impact when you don't hide well. You don't teach the youths how to insult elders. You don't teach the youths how to bully people. Just the way he use people to bully Wumi, Mohbad wife. You know, allow the courts and the law take its full course. So the influence of this guy, they worry the society. So I'm gonna keep him there. I don't want to see him for the next 1 week. Else, let him remain there so that he can learn. When he comes back, he needs to be humble. Just imagine you come off food for
Nedu Wazobia, you insult Abike Dabiri, you insult Obi Kubana, you insult everybody. The person will never feel insult na Davido because Davido put you for plane, Davido give you food job, and Davido put you for a co-hotel. And Davido no saying go insult them, then make Davido quickly buy them to inside. When Davido job people for that coin something, VDM no call them out because Davido don't bribe them. So Davido said on that sharp man when I need to bribe VDM ahead. So in case if I get scanned, I know will call me out. So VDM they do sentimental activism. So let him remain there. I don't want to see him outside though. I don't want to see VDM outside. If I see him outside for the next 1 week, all those VDM, whatever then they call themselves, all those in fan base, I give una 24 hours. Make una bring down my TikTok and my Instagram. I say 24 hours. If una no bring them down, una be Oluku. If una no bring them down, una be Mugu. If una no bring them down, una be Ekwensu. Tinubu, when una they complain every day, una don't bring your own page down. Make Ogun Payona. 24 hours. I dey wait. Since una say una no get work.
Like I said, it is a mess. So don't fight for Nigerians per se. But now let's come to think of it. Are people's money disappearing in their bank accounts in Nigeria? The answer is yes. Have people lost millions of naira of their own money that suddenly disappeared from their bank accounts in Nigeria? Yes, we have cases like that. And are the banks showing any sign of support for the victims and an effort to ensure that it becomes a thing of the past where there is no sign? They have been very much hostile to almost everyone that tried to retrieve back their stolen money. Banks and bank workers emptying customers' bank balance and turning them into idiots in their banking halls, making up different kind of stories of scenarios that could have happened or why they lost their money without giving them any real help. You see, that's Nigeria. A lot of people have a lot of stories. But there is an established sort of like a case against some of these banks in Nigeria in which they have always been declaring ridiculous profits that they can't really back with anything. Imagine a bank declaring that they made over 400 billion naira from just deducting bank charges, SMS charges from their customers. And that's a profit. Imagine that. So that's the situation they have. I remember, I think it was last year, when a group took the same GTBank to the cleaners and even to the courts for abuse of these banking privileges, robbing their customers and their stakeholders too. Well, here is a reminder.
To the Nigerian Exchange Group and London Stock Exchange, wherein the whooping sum of 1.004 trillion naira was declared as profit before tax. This caused the group to be reported all over the media as the first, quote, Nigerian financial institution to cross the 1 trillion naira mark in profit. It is our finding that these figures, as contained in the audited statements, are mere conjectures hurriedly put together by Segun Julius Agbaje and his team to deceive the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and even the customers and investors into believing that it all is well with GTB, even when it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no gainsaying the fact that Guaranty Trust Bank Limited has become notorious over the years for engaging in deceptive accounting practices to artificially inflate profit figures. For example, no substantial pieces of evidence was presented by Seun Kuti to support the assertion that GTBank PLC made over 1 trillion naira in profit as at 30th June 2024. Even at that, it is very possible that the figures were generated through the process called round tripping. This is a process where funds are moved in and out of the bank through different accounts or entities to create an illusion that there are legitimate transactions going on in the bank. The combination of this process and other unethical issues, business practices, within the bank points towards the direction of systemic corruption, fraud, and money laundering, which we have asked the media, anti-corruption agencies, and the government to further investigate. It is feared that such ugly situation, if not properly checked, could have the tendency of not only undermining customers, investors' confidence in the bank, but pose significant risks to the stability of Nigerian financial sector. Surprisingly, Seun Julius Agbaje did not tell Nigerians that the corporate image of GTB Limited has been terribly battered and shattered in many foreign countries where it is in operation. He lied by stating in the recent audited statements that GTBank PLC ensures compliance with disclosure requirements under the disclosure and transparency rules of the UK Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. The truth is that Guaranty Trust Bank UK Limited was sanctioned by the same FCA to pay a financial penalty of £525,000 for breaches of Principle 3, Management and Control, of the authority's principles for businesses between 19th May 2008 till 19th July 2010. In another development,
like in a nutshell, there's been an established sort of like a public outcry over the shady activities of those who are running GTBank. So that people's money are disappearing from their bank accounts should have actually triggered what you call the regulators' sort of investigation. I mean, Nigeria must have banking regulators, don't they? The ones that will ordinarily have to look at the book of all these banks. Oh, hang on, that's central bank, isn't it? That must be the Central Bank of Nigeria. That is the regulator. The one that should ordinarily protect the interest of Nigerians in a situation where people's money are disappearing, people's savings, pension, name it, disappearing from their bank. And then they have to bear the brunt. A lot of people have stories that runs into years now that they have not been given back from their money. Rather, they've received several threats from the supposed bank that they are doing business with. So the regulator should have kind of like spring into action, look into their book. But do you know why it's going to be difficult for them to do that? Because they are friends. The guy who is in charge of the Central Bank of Nigeria today, Kadobi Oduduwa Emefiole, the guy single-handedly destroyed 3 different banks. I'm talking about ran them aground that they don't exist anymore. His reward is the Central Bank of Nigeria to be in charge as the regulator for all banks in Nigeria. See live? So when Seun Kuti said there is no hope for Nigeria, he is right, because most of these guys, all these bankers, and their other fellow regulators who are all friends, stealing from the poor people in this highly inflated economy, and yet those who are supposed to protect your interest, they are friends with the people who are duping you, stealing from you. They control the police, they control the security agents, they control the judges. God damn it, man. It's like the entire thing is so rigged against an average Nigerian. In Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, my people. Dr. Zay again. Happy weekend. I said to myself, I'm going to have a quiet weekend after, I made the last video. I said I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to have a good time. and until this very dark man thing happened. And this is Saturday now in Canada, Saturday evening. I'm about to go out with my lovely wife. So I was just thinking. You see, guys, let me tell you something, right? When Jagaban took over, I even though I supported P2B, but I strongly believe that, things were going to get better. I'm telling you the truth. Because if anybody would have been better than, if God would have been better than Buhari, I don't know what's happening now. I don't know what's happening. And if I talk too much, they say, "Oh, your life is good, go and enjoy, don't bother about Nigeria." We in diaspora are more invested in Nigeria than you people in Nigeria, believe it or not. We want to come home. We sometimes go to bed and hope that things are going to get better. Oh boy, Tinubu government has now turned to, in fact, it's worse than Abacha and Buhari. If you talk, they will put you in jail without even your lawyer will not know what you did. Let me tell you guys, see, I made a video sometime past about Darkman. I really, I wished him well. I sometimes think he goes a bit personal and over it sometimes. That's my personal decision. But there should be something like freedom of speech in the same country. And somebody as educated as Jagaban, our president Tinubu, should know that you cannot use EFCC as a tool to terrorize your citizens. It is wrong. You, for one, should know that. Because before you used to be a soldier of democracy. I don't know what has become of Baba. I don't know. If anybody talk, you carry EFCC, you carry out, he will come out. You step on dollar. Next time you come out and start preaching. Don't step on dollar. Or make sure you look well before you step on dollar. Any currency, don't step on naira, anything. Your government has now turned to military government. That you terrorize people with every tool you have. If you say I'm disappointed, now understatement. I don't believe within I see today. I don't believe that. Release this young boy. Just release him. Or at least charge him to court. Tell him what he did and charge him to court. I believe in rule of law. I believe in democracy. I believe in justice. If somebody commit crime, carry him. Charge him to court. Make the lawyers try it out there. Why? What is it? So the impression you're trying to create to Nigerians now that if anybody talk, you carry him, go inside. Hang go touch him. Let me say so we are finally going to settle for this abroad now. We know if we go back our place. We don't have a country again, Abi. Yeah. I don't know. Me, I won't start following to tell you to release Darkman tomorrow or next. You just say, I am absolutely gutted and disgusted with this administration. Which thing they see now, the government is bad. Things are hard for people. On top of that, you're bullying and terrorizing your citizens. Tinubu, that is wrong. If anybody no tell you, I go tell you. If I come, I know I read you.
Since when I born, you never seen this kind of abuse before. Turubu, I must abuse you. Turubu, number one. Ogwoki Opa. Turubu number 2. Ogwoki Oma. Turubu number 3. Ogwoki your children. Turubu number 4. Ogugo bury all your family. Turubu is a god to you. A god to you. Turubu is a god to you. And Wausa.
Thank you very much. So the Canada-based doctor is kind of like short of words, People like that believe that nobody can ever be worse than Boko Haram. Tifnubu can say, hold my beer, I'll show you that somebody can be worse than Boko Haram. And right now, the Ronukus, they have now turned this into Igbo versus Yoruba. Again, this tribalism, Number one, let nobody deceive you anymore about Nigeria operating a democracy. Forget that. Remove it from your lexicon. Be not your vocabulary. NLC chairman was beaten blue-black in Werey by hopeless Uzodimba's thugs. Why? He was going there to lead a protest, lead the workers, unpaid workers, to lead them to protest against hopeless Uzodimba. One no chairman, one no president NLC. If they no beat him again till he die, that beating that day is enough for the rest of his life. And I'm not joking. Recently, another guy who happened to be the president of NANS, it is generally believed that the president of NLC is leading at least an organization with over 40 million workers. Similarly, there's the student union body, or the national body for Nigerian students, right? It's called NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students. That too is believed to be an organization with over 20 million members. One guy that is their president, Tifnubu's son, grabbed him. One Atiku. You probably just call him Isa. His name is Isa Atiku Abubakar. The first beater Abubakar. Come beat Atiku. The remaining Isa, and by force you go spell him. If you see I say you no go recognize him. Chairman NLC, Chairman NANS, inside Nigeria democracy. So if anybody tells you about democracy, they should please keep it to themselves. This is not democracy. What you have in Nigeria is Togo. The Togo go-crazy or something. I became a you know. Autocracy. Some will say it's autocracy. Some will tell you that it is tyranny. Some will say it is a dictatorship, right? But it is anything but democracy. Now, the Ronukus have put out this on top this matter that Yorubas or everybody, now everybody they lose money. You have a lot of their victims cut across all ethnic and tribal nationalities in that contraption. But here is the woman leader of the Ronukus. This lady lives in the US, by the way. She lives in the US. She's the one that, during that election in 2023, she's the one who said they should do everything and burn down the businesses of the Igbos in Lagos. If you don't, I don't care, her name is that, right? Now, she said there is a malicious attempt to bring down the Yoruba government. Now that they have admitted that this is Yoruba government, not Nigeria government. So, first, they used Natasha. So, it is believed that Natasha's sexual harassment case against Akpabiole is an effort to bring down Tifnumbu's government, called Yoruba government. All right? So, this is how the tribal card is played. For those of you who probably don't even kind of understands how it's played, right? This is how it is played. It is called dog whistle. Then once you put this out, there are people who are thinking like that, and even if they are not thinking like that, they will begin to think like that. So they are in that line already to feed the troll. That's what she did. She said, ever since the 100 million naira issue, I knew he cannot be trusted. Okay, Ango, he said, I was one of the few who used to like him. Ever since the 100 million naira issue, I knew he cannot be trusted. GTBank is a Yoruba bank. Don't be fooled. They are trying to bring down our institution. GTB is the only Yoruba bank standing. They have crippled other Yoruba banks without naming any of those Yoruba banks. So, sure you get. They started, mind you, their supposed CEO is actually an Igbo woman, just for the mention, if that matters, okay? Or the guys, Agbaje and the other guy they believe to be the owner of the bank are Yorubas, of course, right? Bunch of criminals, by the way. So, people's money are being stolen. But right now, as if to say they actually have anything they can really do, Paseo, but because it is a window to say, I'm gonna know, do you know that the GTBank is owned by the Yorubas? I say, hey, I didn't know. The Igbos are trying to come and take it over. they have closed down all Yoruba banks without giving them any. You don't need to tell them the Yoruba banks that have been closed down because there is none. Do you understand that now? And if if a bank is closed down in Nigeria by Nigerian government, I don't think that should be the responsibility of anyone, whether you are Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba, because you do not make those decisions. But in the agenda, tribal, their tribalism of Tifnumbu's APC, Egbekegbe, they do not want to give room to any laxity. As they get it, they push it. So now they're like, we, the Omoluabis, will not join you in bringing down our own. Check all the name of the advocate of this malicious agenda. It tells you all you need to know. In another post where she categorically said that it is a plot that the Igbos are using a very dark man to come and bring down the government of the Yoruba government. Yoruba government. I think we are getting there. All right, we are getting there. Sooner or later, everybody will drop all pretenses. You will drop it, okay? You will drop all your living in denial, and everybody will come clean. On how we actually feel about this contraption. A lot of us have been honest too. But here, so the people continue their protest in a widely shared or a widely distributed. Hang on, I don't know. I'm feeling teary in my right eye. It keeps coming up like, what the heck, man? Sorry about that, right? So people continue to protest still for those who have an account with a GTB or those who have money in the bank, right? As a means of, protest against the arrest of a very dark man. These guys.
All right, good morning. This is my GTBank card. Yeah, GTBank. This is my GTBank. Stupid GTBank card. Where he make the cash very dark bank. Any Ratel member, make sure you boycott these stupid people. Make sure close your accounts. I'm done with them. I'm done with them for good. Bye bye to GTBank. Leave it, leave it.
Still protesting. And of course, there is an ongoing mobilization to shut down, especially Abuja, by these supporters. Now talking about Abuja. Ireti Kingibe, the FCT Senator, you know her. There has been a long battle with Wike in Abuja. She has now called on the young Nigerians, the youth, to stop complaining, because all you do is complain and complain. It's actually time for you to stand up to the bullies, your oppressors in our words.
I have said it. Nigerian youths, they are complacent. They are quiet. All they do is grumble. We need to have constructive interaction. Do you understand? All I hear is grumblings and insults. That's not helpful. Do you understand? You guys, the country belongs to the youth. They should own it. Instead of a proper, what's the word, program or agenda, they will threaten a strike that of course everybody knows they're not going to go on. How does that achieve anything? But as he said, Nigeria is a mayday, mayday. I agree. My advice? The Nigerian government. My advice is to the Nigerian youth. My advice to Nigerian people. This is your country. Own it. You have another country. I don't have another country. So we have to make it work. We have to do whatever is necessary to reclaim our country, whatever is necessary to make sure that this country works for everybody.
So people are saying that the government should cut costs.
I agree. Government should cut costs. So why should they cut costs? Have you made them cut costs? Tell me, have you? Other than you should.
But Nigeria has been putting pressure on the government.
How?
To reduce the cost of government.
How?
Every year.
Every year, what do you do to put pressure on the government? That by telling them that they should. I haven't seen a concerted complaint. I really haven't. And all I see is most people is about me. You understand? If I'm not, your direction to get things for other people may vary. Your direction may be very different from his, and vice versa. But let us see something. I want to see something. I'm sure other leaders want to see something. But all I see are young people who complain and constantly just insult their leaders. But they do not constructively engage the leaders. Do you understand? The leaders are already your leaders.
Can you give us an example of constructive criticism?
Okay. Now you tell me something that really bothers you. Okay? All right. We all complain about the Minister of FCT. Right? Please tell me what you people all do. The minister is an emissary of the president. The president is the de facto. Is it a letter you guys have written to the president? Is it a complaint? Is it a platform? Tell me. None. All you do is insult him, insult the minister, insults me. How does that get you anything? Do you understand my point? I want to see things that will make a difference. Oh, we don't like this. We need you to do A, B, C, D. Okay, if you don't do it, we will do X, Y, Z. And then do X, Y, Z if they don't do it. And I'm sure most of the time, if you put enough pressure on any government, governments are defined by the well-being of the people. If you put enough pressure on any government, they will. It's not enough to say, I don't want dodo, but you don't say what you want to eat. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my advice is not to government, it's to you, the youth of the country. Constructive is the word, not just criticizing and insults. Constructive. That's my advice. And especially to my constituents, who all they do is complain about how much they hate the minister. Tell the minister and me what you want. Maybe he might do it. Maybe I might get him to do it. But I need to know what you want, other than the things I already know, like no water, no schools, no hospitals. Tell me the other things.
But the other things are not being done too.
Have you mentioned them?
Do we need to mention them?
Of course you do. For instance, I have certain solutions to youth unemployment. You can't give them jobs in the office. Give them farmlands, 1 hectare. Minister of Agric, give them input. Everybody go to the farm. You tell us that, let's propose it, let's work out the modalities and see whether you comply. But you just say, I don't have work, I don't have this. So how can we help you other working in an office? You want governance to reduce, right? So office work is not an option. What are the other options? Do you understand? Before you elected me, I told you that governance is synergy between the governed and the leaders. I don't see the synergy since I got elected. All I see.
I know some of you watching that are just like, I don't know, like, can you describe what your face Just like when you are like, you know, at the point you are like, okay, I want to try and understand what she's saying. And she just went on and on, and then you're like, no, are you actually blaming the people, right? That they are not doing enough to make you politicians fulfill your own electoral promises. Like, so if the people are not really getting the adequate democratic reward as they should, right? It's because they are not pressuring you too much. Like, I mean, just put it this way, like literally, right? Okay, people have chosen you. They've done all the work. Those ones who followed you to campaign and those ones who actually took it upon themselves to go and vote for you and defend it until you became their representative, right? They've done all the work. Now it is your turn. But no, they have to do more. I can't see it. I can't see the synergy. Everybody's just complaining. Everybody's just they are complaining because you guys are not doing the right thing. So now you now throw it back to them and say, okay, what is the right thing? What are you talking about? Anyway, that's Ireti. What about Amechi? Wrote if me, Amechi, would be my Judas Iscariot. He said the same thing.
Nobody has power and will give it to you. Nobody, not even me. If you want a pastor as president, can get one. The politician is there in Nigeria to steal, to maim, to kill, to remain in power. If you think people will give it to you, you are wasting your time. So when we speak, we forget history. Unfortunately for me, poverty has made me to be part of the political system from when I left university. I left university in 1987, and I've been part of the process till today. You can't wish me away in the formation of APC. You certainly can't wish me away. You can't wish me away in how APC won election. You can't. But the truth is that if some of us did not stick at our neck, say, PDP, good luck, we want to die with you. When they saw that we were ready to die, what did they do? They gave up power. So we have sweet mouth, we'll talk about it, we'll repeat these things every day. Tomorrow they will call you in Lagos, you will go. Somebody told me in Lagos, said, look, Mr. Mechi, I said, sir, you see these people that gathered here? I said, yes. We called them all. Transport, this, they came. If tomorrow Tinubu comes with the same transport, they will also come. And the final example is when we are pursuing, APC was registered, and I was scared that, look, they may rig us out. So I got the party to agree that we will carry out a demonstration. They agreed that we will carry out a demonstration. We assembled at, that parade ground, Eagle Square. We released some money to go and bring women and all that. I walked in. One time about me, I must go early to know what is going on before people will come. See the women gathered. Guess what they were wearing? Jonathan for president. God bless you.
Called from Rivers. Because when Odili was in office as a governor, we went on a rally. The entire stadium was filled to capacity. But before we could finish the rally, everybody had left. We were left alone. Then I asked what happened. He said they were paid for only 2 hours.
Nobody has power.
That is the reality. As much as you are racking your brain to try to figure out what you think will liberate this contraption, then you are going to be faced with barrage of unbelievable challenges that are man-made challenges, so posed by the same people you think you are trying to help. But nevertheless, it is when they are united in their misery and decided to end their misery, going after those responsible for their miseries, that is when you can likely hope, right, that maybe things will get better afterward. now that they know that they have lived for so long in this self-inflicted darkness. And then they decide that, well, you know what, that's enough. We will no longer continue to live like this, except for that. There is no chance for Nigeria. In Yobe State, yesterday, there's a military post, right, in Yobe State. I want to go and get out the name, so give me a sec. So they are called the 27th Task Force Brigade of the Nigerian Army in Buniyadi, Gujba local government area of Yobe State, where the Boko Haram terrorists, who we now believe have become very, very active, they have, like reharmed, have been regrouped, and right now they are spreading like wildfire. So they attacked the military base, took weapons, and destroyed the rest of the place. Last week, Giwa Barracks in Maiduguri was also attacked, but it was reported as an accident. Nobody bought that. I didn't buy that. Because the accident happened in the armory, supposed armory of Nigeria. Which means as we speak, Nigeria is partly, well, Nigeria has always been vulnerable. I wanted to say Nigeria is partly vulnerable right now because if the Boko Haram, the ISWAP, Lakurawa, Fulani terrorists, like ISWAP 1, ISWAP 2, ISWAP 3, those ones from the Sahel, right? There is another one, Mahmuda, Mahmuda, those ones from Ilorin side, Middle Belt. Now, imagine if all these guys just speak to themselves and say, now today we'll go take over this Nigeria. I decided to start from northern Nigeria. There's a chance, yeah, there is a chance that they are likely going to succeed, partly. Because you won't be defended. Nobody will defend you. So they came in, they destroyed the supposed fighting equipment, military equipment, like the APC, other battle trucks. They destroyed them, burned them down, and they killed 4 soldiers. 4 Nigerian soldiers were also slaughtered that time. Buniyadi in Yobe State. One thing that breaks my heart every now and then when I see the news of the Nigerian army being slaughtered like animals by these terrorists, what breaks my heart is that an average soldier somehow convinced himself that he is fighting to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria. He convinced himself. Even though majority of them, they took up the military job because they have no other alternative. So it's purely for survival, not for any patriotism. But now let's give them that without like downplaying some of their sacrifices. They have their vices too. Don't get me wrong. Do you understand? I am saying that like an average soldier believes that he is fighting for Nigeria. Therefore, if everywhere he goes, he is a property of Nigeria. If anything happened to him, then you will be responsible to Nigeria. For example, right? An average soldier in Nigeria that goes about should be a property of Nigeria because it's like a whole package. What it takes to make a soldier, I don't know. What it takes to make a Nigerian soldier, I don't know. All right. But as a soldier, deceiving yourself that you are fighting for Nigeria, if anything happened to you, you will die a honorary person, honorable person. You know that. That's their, they have this soldier honor. I've been a scout honor. There must be something called soldier honor too, right? The part where, as a soldier, right, you know, you don't really die on your knees. You die on your feet, fighting. You get what I mean now? Anyway, now, when something that tragedy strikes, for example, and you die, you expect your country to put their flag on your coffin, on your body, as a sign of respect for paying a supreme price for your country. You see what I'm talking about, right? That's how it should be as a soldier, right? But that is not how it is in Nigeria. They kill Nigerian soldiers like, say, Omo, they are not Nigerian soldiers. Oh. Their bodies and all of their mangled body and all of that, you will see them all over the place. They don't even announce their death. For example, and say, okay, 4 soldiers got killed in Yobe State yesterday, right? You and I should have known their names and their faces right now. I mean, should you see America? Eh? If anything happened to an American soldier anywhere in the world that he is on a mission for America, Baba, first thing when you go to the website of the American Army, American military, you will see his picture or picture there. The soldiers just killed in battle for America. You see all those ceremonies, right? A senior official of the Pentagon will be there to receive the body of the American soldiers killed abroad. Like they will be there to honor them. It is what it should be. But not in Nigeria, Baba. Everybody just Nasufayo, Sahara. No wonder some of them are so inhumane that the Nigerians themselves don't really have sympathy for them. Imagine that. Because Nigerian soldiers are not defending Nigeria. They are defending the oppressors of Nigeria. Their own oppressors too. They are defending them. Life, eh? So, 4 soldiers killed in Yobe State. Military equipment destroyed. And there is not a single word from your minister of misinformation, from your minister of defense, from the military chiefs, supposedly, and from Kolu Tiflumbu. Because in a day or two, everybody will forget about it and move on. So I don't know what it is like to be a soldier in Nigeria right now. But if you are watching this my video and you are a soldier, I want to possibly give you a hug. At the same time, I understand the monster they have created. You see the way they are treating you, and then the rest of you are pretty much like a monsters in uniform, murderers in uniform. Will make it difficult for me to actually give you that hug, because I can imagine what you are passing through. The society doesn't value you because you don't really have any, you are not adding any value to them. You can't protect yourselves, talk less of protecting them. You are not respected or honored by the country that you are wearing a uniform. Sure, you get the criminals that some of you will defend every time people rises up against them. The rogues that you are going to march for and shoot the citizens for don't even give a damn about you as a soldier. So I don't give a damn about you too. I want to, but I can't. A contraption whereby your life means nothing when you come to think of it. It means nothing to these rogues. So what does your life mean to you, by the way? As a soldier, I'm talking to you. And if you have a soldier in your family right now, I really feel for you. But it is not in my place to feel sorry for you or feel for you at all. Everybody makes their own choices. But you choose to be a soldier for Nigeria, you are a waste. It's just a number, you know? And that's very sad, in all honesty. It's very sad that even those of you who are alive, you can see the way they are treating the families, right? Or the families of those ones who are your colleagues. They were slaughtered and killed like an animal by these terrorists. And in that same breath, you are seeing the same roguish criminal politicians celebrating what they called Operation Safe Corridor. Operation Safe Corridor to release back terrorists, captured terrorists, in the name of pardoning them, rehabilitating them, and send them back to the society. So as a soldier, man, I don't know. I want to feel sorry for you, but I don't think I'll be honest if I say I'm sorry for you, knowing what I know about your corrupt, murderous institution, unfortunately. I'm human, right? I can contextualize what it is like to be a soldier in that place. And I just did. I just did.
Nigerians, people should come.
Here is another one. A young man, right, made this video to alert the world from Nnamdi Azikiwe. I got that Nsukka University of Nigeria. Is that not the same thing as Nnamdi Azikiwe University? Enugu. Please help me, because I want to make sure that I'm not mixing them up. You know, it can be a little bit rusty with all those names, by the way, right? University of Nigeria, Nsukka lecturer, right, is captured in a video I'm about to share with you, where he is demanding, right? Thank you. So help me. So which one is University of Nigeria? Which one is Nnamdi Azikiwe University? Help me. I'll read the comments. I fear that they are not the same now, okay? So thank you. Right? So this young man made this video to alert the public of what some of these supposed lecturers have subjected, the kind of extortion that these lecturers have subjected the student, the poor student to. Extortion. I'll say something about this video. Watch this.
Nigerians, people should come to our help. This is Faculty of Agriculture. Doing clearance, this man will be collecting 16K from each student. This is not fair. 16,000 naira from the thousands of students, hundreds of students coming to do clearance for first years, people that don't even have money, struggling to go through school. Some students are struggling to train themselves. I personally am struggling to train myself, and Norma will just be in his office collecting money from you. He will tell you it doesn't take transfer. If this is legal, the faculty is supposed to have an account, but this is not legal. It's only collecting cash. This is not fair. 16K each student just to do your clearance. See another student giving him money, 16K as well. Students that don't have money, we've not even bought textbooks, our CAs, everything, and yet before you can do your clearance to get your matric number, you have to pay 16K to somebody. Someone, I'm not even sure, even warrant it. Please, this is not right. Nigerians, please come to our help. This is unfair. Students are struggling. Not all students have rich parents. Some students are the ones struggling to see themselves through school. This is happening in UNN, Faculty of.
So it is UNN, University of Nigeria here now, which is Nsukka. So thank you so much, by the way, for that help. It actually really did help, okay? So now I know that Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe University is in Awka in Anambra State, while University of Nigeria, UNN, is in Nsukka. Nsukka, yeah, that's Enugu. Now, some people will say, you see, some of you watching that video, you probably did experience that too, like years ago. Did that bring back some memory or PTSD? Something hit you there, because those of you who have had encounters with these lecturers who have been extorted by them for one stupid thing or another, just to collect money from you. You would easily tell that this is just a pure extortion, but there's nothing you can do. You could do then. Now, see, your children are also being subjected to the same thing right now. It hasn't changed. And their own children will be subjected to the same thing again as well in the future, because nothing will change. And that's why we tell you that we are talking about the contraption Nigeria. Here is what the NDLA shared with us today, when they caught the drug smugglers who smuggled good drugs in chocolate cans and tin tomato and what have you. Just before we go, watch this. Help us, so help us. So now loud, some guys were sending to the UK and they put in so much effort. Baba, Igbo Day UK. Oh. So sometimes I'm like, I don't understand this kind of trade, right? That you have to invest. Okay, maybe, you know, Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians came to the UK in the last 2.5 years, you know, through that COS couple, you know, that couple relocation stuff, right? A lot of people came here. Maybe all the people where they smoke go for Nigeria, they don't like the Igbo they are giving them in the UK. So they are the ones who decided to become Igbo importer, be exporter, importer and exporter, because a person go pack Igbo inside the thing, like seal everything up, put all that effort on top waiting to get high. I don't understand though. Like Africa, I mean, sorry, like what is his name again? VDM said, NDLA just want to show that you are working. Because me, I don't understand this. But again, since it is contraband in Nigeria, I don't know why people put in so much effort in trying to smuggle Igbo to the UK. It's not legal here, but Igbo to UK, like all varieties. Even if you want to recommend the ones that they will, you know, prescribe for you, there are those who can get you some of that. In America, right, majority of maybe half of your country has legalized weed. So when I see people back them, I'm like, you don't stop going about you. Shall addicted to see Igbo berry near some people so addicted to this burial ground weed that they just have to smuggle them into the countries they relocated to. I don't know. But that is a credit to the NDLEA, because now NDLEA catch the Igbo Bacho. So this is where we're going to draw the curtain, right? I am going to take a short break and I'm going to take calls. You know, let us get back to that time that we normally have people calling to add their own contributions and all that. But to those of you who might want to leave after this, remember, like the broadcast. It is so important and I'm always super grateful when people do that, okay? Like the broadcast and subscribe to my channel. The number to call in if you want to contribute to the conversation, the number is on your screen, okay? It is a WhatsApp call only call. When I come back, we can take some, especially from those of you who are just now new members, right? I will be back in a minute. Please don't go anywhere. Thank you, brethren. And thank you so much to those of us who stayed back and want to continue to be part of the chat. So I believe my line is opened and you can always join the conversation. Here is my first caller, brother. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How you doing, Baba?
Yes, sir, I'm very fine. My name is Femi. I'm calling from Lagos.
Did you say Femi?
Yes, Femi McLean.
Oh, so what would you like me to call you? Femark?
Exactly.
Did I get that right? Okay, I'll remember that then. Femark,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
how are you?
I'm an ardent viewer of your show. In short, there is no night, you know, whatever I'm doing, because I'm actually a 3D animator, you know, I just try as much as possible to leave what I'm doing and just, you know, yeah, the only news I listen to, really, honestly.
Bless you, Mama.
Because Nigerian news is it's just depressing, but you know, I'm so impressed with what you're doing, and God bless you. Really, I'm actually in Nigeria, but you know, the kind of information he shouts is wonderful.
Thank you, man.
It's wonderful.
Thank you very much. So you've been around for a while, yeah?
Yes. I've been watching. Yeah. I've been watching you for some.
Anyway, you want to add to something we've shared tonight already, or you just want to give me a shout out?
My brother, see, I don't really comment on Nigerian issues. It's not that, because it's just the way it is, and you know,
like it can be depressing, especially if you had to invest a moment to try to want to think about it. You just get to a stage that you just feel so exhausted, like man, I get
so,
it.
So because of the nature of my job, I don't like anything that, you know, it's because your own show, you know, is in a way, it's subtle, you know, the way you present it is, you know, it's kind of fun to me. So that's why, and it's
like a mixture of both. So you can get yourself like, you know what, I'm just gonna go enjoy the gist of Maiyegun, because I mean I cannot be bothered too much to get drawn into it. So that's fair. I mean, you keep coming back, right? So that means I have not bored you out enough.
Of course.
Yeah?
Every night I must.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. Anyway, Femak, my brother, it's a pleasure hearing from you, okay? And I hope I hear more from you in the coming, you know, days and weeks, months and years, right? Just stay safe, okay?
Yes.
And
thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So here is another caller. And I want to believe that this is my man, E82. Is that you? Or El Biafra or El Oduduwa? Is that you?
Oh, hell, Oduduwa. Yeah, oh, hell, Biafra.
How you doing, man?
I'm great, Maiyegun. Man, I'm great. I'm just under the weather, but I couldn't miss out watching your show. Yeah, but
I've been dodging it myself. In the last 2 days, I've been feeling funny. But somehow, I've been fighting it. I don't know for how long, though. Well, I'll keep fighting it until.
So keep fighting it, man. We need you. We need you. Yes. How's the family doing?
Well, we are surviving, man. And how is yours?
All right. The same thing as well. You know, we're all maintaining one day at a time. My regards to them. Yes. So, excellent show today. You know, it's quite sad that some of our people are just not waking up, and it's like I said in the on my own donation or whatever is on the screen. It's like, yeah, it's selective. You know, can you see the amount of people are mobilized in order to protest to get one person out, and they can't use that same energy to turn around and say enough is enough with what's happening in that country. You know. It's quite sad.
It's complex, to say. So complex.
Yes.
Everybody noticed that what we do most of the time is to tell everyone how Nigeria affects us, not how we are going to push back. But I think we are getting there. Maybe slow, but eventually.
Yeah, I mean, how can I say it? We're slowly chipping the paint away.
It is slow, but it seems that we have less choice. It's better than doing nothing.
It's tremendously slow.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at it as over 60 years of them indoctrinating all these people into this slavery. It's kind of hard to break. It takes at least 20 years or so to get,
somebody said,
to have some kind of headway.
When is tribalism and bigotry going to end? Guess what somebody said? Replied him with. He said, when it no longer benefits politicians, bigotry, tribalism, ethnicism will disappear. Are we going to wait for them? Are we going to wait for? When are we going to make it no longer profitable for them? Right? Because those are the tools they are using to keep us apart, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, and they've been quite successful with it. And it's baffling that over and over is the same playbook, and people are not actually seeing this or waking up to this. Like, wait a minute, they're using us again. But yet, it's like everyone has a short-term memory. After 1 day or two, they go back doing the same thing. What kind of juju is this? I don't understand. But let me let other callers get in and get their say in. People, please hit the like button. There's over 2,000 people here, and there's only 500 likes.
I know. My people are so conservative when it comes to their likes. So I'm getting used to that. Stay safe, man. Okay, let me take another one. So here we have another caller on the line, and that be hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. How are you, Baba?
Good evening, Baba.
Is that evening there, by the way? Is it evening?
Morning time. We're in the morning time now.
Morning. See.
Yes.
How are you, Baba?
I'm good, Maiyegun. Thanks always for the good work.
Thank you so much for keeping up with me. Right? I'm gonna. Is yours? Wait to tell me, is yours Japan, South Korea? Because I get to mix them all together when it comes to the number. Is it South?
South Korea.
It is South Korea. Baba, it's such a pleasure to have you back again. Right? Please.
Maiyegun, I just want to chip something about the VDM stuff.
Please.
There's one thing about Nigeria. You can insult pastors, government, nothing will happen like that. But immediately you insult or talk directly to Sultan of Sokoto, there's always a problem in Nigeria. They always take that man as a powerful man in Nigeria. After the president, they always think the man is the next.
That somebody was calling him head of state, remember? That guy from
that comment VDM made about that man the other time, that reply. I knew immediately, I knew something must happen to BDM after that. No, they always take that man as a god in Nigeria.
So what did he say? Did he insult him?
No, not even an insult. They don't like anybody to even talk to that man or to go against anything the man says.
I see.
You understand? So when he was arrested at the GTB, it was DSS. The man, Sultan of course, Sokoto controls DSS. They have all their men there, all the Fulani people there.
In that context, I'm going to agree. It is their territory.
So when he got arrested, they've been tracing him to. They wanted him to make one mistake. Though he didn't make any mistake for going to the bank, but they have been looking for something to hold against him. So when they got him arrested, they unlocked his phone. They were looking for something to use against him, but there was nothing there. So that was why they hand over him to EFCC to just look for another thing again. So whenever you go against that man, or you might say, okay, the country must be closed. You might say, how can you close the country? They will trace the person out.
I see. Wow.
So that's my own submission.
God bless you.
Okay.
Thanks so much for sharing.
God bless Nigeria. Okay, you're welcome, Maiyegun. Okay.
God bless you, sir. Let me take another one. So I have here Robin, I believe. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun, my man.
Hello,
this is Robinson.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay.
Beautiful.
So I'm happy to get you back online today because all along you have not been taking a call.
I know. I'm glad that a lot of you have missed that part. Now everybody's like on the line right now. They want to drop their own beats. So your
exactly
for it.
Well, I think Tinubu, Shatiman, Wike, and even Tinubu's son, they are like a bad hood. That we never, when they are eating your food, if you are driving there, they will not go until you hit them with a very big stick before they can leave that food. That is the only way I can describe them, because they are ready to die on that post.
I believe.
So, and God will not allow them to continue, because everybody is now aware of what is going on. So, and I'm just praying that God take control of everything that is going on in Nigeria. Because, yes, because everybody is tired. So, I will allow other people to call it.
Sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, okay? So let's also, hang on, don't come up. Somebody's doing video call. Don't do video call. What's the point of making video calls when I am not going to be on the screen? Just do audio, okay? Audio is fine. Everyone is doing audio calls, okay? Again, here, let's have this. Let's have it. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How you doing, sir?
Good evening. This is Godwin from Slough.
This is Mr. Godwin from Slough. How are you this evening?
Yes. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. And God bless you for your continuous education of Nigerians.
Amen. And God bless you
just
too.
to make a little comment on most of the issue of today. On the issue of VDM, I am not surprised that we're going to do it.
Right.
But it has to happen, and it's all the things that need to happen to keep waking up Nigerians. Everybody. I know we always end up saying the youths, but the youths are not the only one who need to wake up. It's all Nigerians.
Everyone.
However, like you normally say, that you don't know who are Nigerians. It's true, because there's nobody who can actually define.
We can't be treated the same way they are treating us, and they are telling us that we have citizenship. No, this is not citizenship.
Exactly. So that is on that. I just want to be brief on that. The other one is the comment of the former FCT. Is it the senator, the lady?
Oh, the senator that is there now, Ireti, the current.
Yes, yes. Like you just said, it's like he's turning the problem back to the people.
Exactly.
And I am in support of her, because you, even yourself, have always said that we know the problem of Nigeria is how to solve it. What she was trying to, if I understood her very well, is to say, if we are waiting for the politicians to do the right thing, which we know they will never do, and if we want something to happen, which everybody who is still talking is saying, is the people of the people who are suffering.
Yeah, at this point, you might need to force them to do what is right. But if
it's not a might. It's not a might. We have to force them.
I see.
Force everybody. We have to come out in every little way, whether it's through the VDM. Hello, are you hearing me?
I'm still with you, sir. Yes, I am.
Yeah. So if it's not through the very dark man's problem, there's every day, every hour of the day, there's something happening to Nigerians that's supposed to wake up all Nigerians to say enough is enough. What we don't know is that what is going to be the real thing that is really going to trigger everybody. However, it is growing. It is accumulating one by one.
You know why I agree with you, sir? You know why I agree with you, sir? That, see, not doing anything at all, right, is the worst. Like, when people keep doing something, in one of these will be the catalyst, because a lot of people have bottled their things up like this. They are just looking for the spark. And guess what? It may just be something as well, like this one. It's maybe something as abuse of power, impunity like this. There are people I've seen several times though that they have never reacted. Though. It may just be just one.
Exactly.
And everywhere could just collapse.
We are all looking up to that.
So,
and I want to tell all believers. Sorry.
Go on, sir. Yes, go on. You're short.
Yes, I want to tell all believers of Nigerians, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a traditionalist, when we keep saying we pray to God, stop praying. Start doing something. God has given you all you need to do. You already know. He has proved it to you. This is your problem. You know how to. People, even if you don't know, people who know have told you what it is that you must do. You have to participate. Do something.
I agree.
In your own little way, from whatever corner. You don't have to travel from one end to the other. Do something. Make these people uncomfortable by any means possible.
That's right.
If not, in the next 20 years, we will keep praying to God. It's not going to end.
And it's not.
Forget about God. God is already giving you everything you need.
Thank you so much, sir.
There's nothing you are asking God that He has never given it to you. So you asking for what you are not going to get from Him. You are wasting your time.
That's right. Thank you very much, sir.
God will help us. God has already helped you. You are healthy. You can see, you can hear, you can do it. If you can take care of your own family and every little way, you must do something for the general. What we as Black people has not learned, which is what? Is that we always believe in me. There is no me without we. There's no me. Where the white people are better than us is that they know that the first thing you do is we.
That's right.
When we already have it, then we can think about me. Because when we have it, I will always get mine.
That's right.
But when you say it's mine and you cannot get it, and everybody does that, we will not get it. So that's exactly the trouble of the Black man.
Great.
I'm putting it as Black man because that is what is happening all around the Black nations. Look at what is happening to the Traore. Look at what. I mean, the story is so wide that it's to be stupid to just go into all of them. But Maiyegun, I can only tell you,
yes, sir.
Thank you for what you are doing. Do not relent, because whether they like it or not, everyone who have heard your name knows what you have done. And God will always bless you for it.
Amen.
That's the little I can
so much for all the support too, sir. You have a wonderful evening as well, okay?
Thank you, Maiyegun.
I have another caller on the line. Let's get this on. Hello.
Hello, the general.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Baba?
This is Polapenga.
Hey, bro. Polapenga. How are
the
you?
The general.
I know.
I'm doing
it's been
great.
A while. You remember me today?
Yes.
I see you all the time.
No. I always watch. I always watch Maiyegun. I always watch Maiyegun. I cannot miss Maiyegun one day.
I see you all the time. I mean, speaking with you is pretty much like a privilege.
Yes. I try to call in, but my chance is not always because of the time difference.
Oh, user now before the network begin to act up again. We all know.
How is family? How is family and your beautiful wife and kids?
We are surviving. How is yours? How is Madame?
We thank God.
How is your little business, by the way? Is she still pushing it?
Yes. By God's grace, we survive. Yeah. Yes. Today's show was marvelous, excellent,
fantastic,
excellent.
Thank you.
Like always, Yeah, my contribution. This thing happened to a very dark man. It happened to my friend,
right?
My secondary school mate. His name is Ushendu Obinna, and the first week I entered Dubai, he was calling me that SARS. That was 2017. That SARS kidnapped him and his friend from club because they were just 4 boys. And since that time till now, no one has seen Obinna again.
What?
I think they have killed him. Yeah, I'm telling you, a very handsome young boy, tall, fair, handsome. I tried to check his Facebook. I check him on Facebook, TikTok,
and there's no family member that confirmed what happened to him. To you?
Even my school, my set, we have a WhatsApp group. Nobody has agreed to that they have
seen
heard
or heard from him again.
Yes,
even his family members.
See, today I'm still in the WhatsApp group, Rebecca Modern College, and there 2009 sets. So Nigerian police, the very dark man is lucky that people saw him at least before they covered his face. They would have just killed that guy. Tinubu is bloody. Tinubu is bloody. I'm telling you. Ushen Obinna, a very handsome young man, brilliant. My right hand man in school, my right hand man. He called me that he needed at least some support of 30,000 naira. That was when I entered Dubai. I see they find grand. It's not easy for man. So I told him that it's not easy. Abroad it's not easy, and I just arrived here. I'm still spending my BTA. So I told him I couldn't help him. Till today, I have his last post on Facebook was when he posted early morning wake up. He said, "We don't wake up, dear Papa," and that's how it has been till today. No post has gone there, no picture, no update, nothing. Something happened to him. I don't know. So
anyway,
the
really sorry about
your message is going far. Yeah, your message is going far than you expect. There was one day I was in my restroom. I was thinking, how can Maiyegun go more far than it is going now? How can Maiyegun go more far, reach more people? That's what I was thinking in the restroom.
Doing what we are doing, eventually it will reach the right audience as it reaches so many of you who are here today. Penga, thank you so much, right?
Thank you so much. May God keep on blessing you and strengthening you.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Stay safe, okay?
Amen. You too,
and
sir.
You have a very good one.
Amen. You too, sir.
Penga.
You too, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. General.
So I have another caller on the line here. Hello. Did I get you? Oh, sir.
I'm Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. How are you, Baba?
Papa, man, you are. In fact, I don't even know where to start. But first, I'll say Happy New Month to you. And
same to you.
I've been an ardent follower of your program, and I must say that I like the perseverance. And I like the detail, the patience, and also the passion. Because without that passion, I think by now, most people burn out.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like you at a point you just feel like, man, this guy is just being repetitive and it doesn't have head or tail and all that. I get you, and I give my own sort of like a thanks to majority of you, especially those of you who have been around when we were barely 100 or 200 of us, until we get to that point where we are really massive to this point. We can still get bigger, and we will, right? So all of us are doing all of this together. We all made this. You all make Maiyegun, right? So thank you so much too. I have to say.
But what I wanted to bring up to you is that I realize that a lot of the issues that you've discussed so far, the missing link has been the wake up of Nigerian youths.
I know.
Because if the Nigerian youths wake up, you won't even have audience. Because they will be handling these issues as they arise. They will be tackling these issues as they head on. They will, in fact, they will run these old cargoes out immediately.
I agree. Somebody said that
Show them the door.
Right? Majority of them will be on the run. Amici said it. He said the day people really wake up, will be on the run.
Well, I thank you, and I will encourage you to keep on.
I will. And
because
thanks so much for the,
I know that.
Yeah, thanks so much for the support as well. All right, Baba. You have a wonderful weekend, okay? So hang on, how did I miss that? Hang on. Sorry guys, if for any reason your call got dropped, right? That was an error. It wasn't intentional. So please keep trying. I know what it is like for so many of us who are trying to get through to Maiyegun's diary Politico. Most of it is that it can be a serious battle to get through. Here is the African Wahala, I believe. Prince Adewale, yes. The African Wahala. Papa, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Maiyegun General.
Beautiful. Good to hear from you again. I've seen all that effort in the comment, by the way, so thank you. So here we are, brother.
Thank you. I obviously thank you for the great program, and I think it's good that you took a break from making calls, from giving us the opportunity to call in, because people like me sometimes, because I'm just addicted to the program, I just want to call in even if I have nothing to say, and that's not so nice. So thank you for the structure.
So maybe I did just wanted all of you to miss it, and it seems you did, right?
Yeah, it worked.
I wanted all of you to miss the calling and all of that, and it seems it worked, because a lot of people have been like, "Oh, I've always wanted to call. I don't know why." I'm like, "We're back," right?
Yeah, it's really good. And if you maybe give us that opportunity like twice a week, that would optimize our chances of contributing.
We always do what is right there for ourselves here. That's why I was asking people the last time that when we sat there and we spent 190, sometimes 200 minutes. That's how much 3 hours 20 minutes can be, right? So we sat here and we spent. I just was here just talking for that 3 hours, and guess what? We retained the viewership that long. Remember, right? That was when I felt like it seems it's not really boring. It's not like it's so stretched. We are tired. But people sat there. 2,000 people sat through one of the programs all through, like 3 hours. People didn't leave. Now you see, we're over 2,000 of us earlier, right? A lot of people have left now. Like, that's what happens whenever we take calls. So, we should kind of be having that break once in a while. Just have a stretch. Go on, Papa.
Yeah, I think those breaks are definitely more engaging for more of the audience. Yeah, because the numbers tell the story.
That's right.
But I just wanted to quickly, share my happiness with what happened on April 30th, when, people of African descent all over the world were marching in support of Captain Ibrahim Traore. Very, very impressive. I don't think I've ever witnessed that in my lifetime.
I have never too. I haven't. You know what somebody said? David Dunde, he said, somehow the imperialists, the neo-colonists who have this hang-hold on Africa, right? They never thought that their actions will unite Africans all over the world for Traore. Even Traore himself probably can't believe his luck. It's going to be like a dream. So he's just not believing, like, what's going on in Africa? Go on, Baba.
And, that just shows that, we having all these conversations, all these talks, no matter what platform we're on, it has an effect. Because a lot of people are listening, they are listening, they're just waiting for that time when there will be a spark, and that will galvanize the people to come together and fight against this perpetual subjugation and slavery that a lot of us find ourselves in, unfortunately. So I'm just so happy, seeing the people from the Caribbean islands, seeing the people from the USA, talking about people of African descent, seeing the people in Ghana, everybody coming together, supporting Captain Traore. Captain Traore is doing a good job. And I'm also so happy that many Africans are beginning to realize that Nigeria, you know what was making me laugh? Nigeria is now fingered along with Ivory Coast and Kenya as countries that are anti-African emancipation, freedom.
Unfortunately,
these countries are now absolutely fingered by many Africans from all over the world, as you guys are the ones that are trying to draw us back. And I'm happy, because all those Nigerians are like being proud with their fake past glory. Oh, we are the giants of Africa. Now we all know that we are no longer the giants of nothing. We are a mess. we are a detriment to the progress of Africa and a disgrace. A disgrace to Africa. Yes. So yeah, thank you so much, Maiyegun. I just wanted to rant quickly. Thank you so much.
Bless you. The African Wahala, my very, 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 very good brother. Okay, stay safe and take it easy.
Yes, sir, bro.
So here is another caller on the line. And who do we have here? Hello. The network keeps you off unconnected. I am so sorry. So I have to take another one. Right? Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun the General.
How you doing?
My man, welcome. Thank you for receiving our call, bro.
Thank you very much
for receiving our call, bro.
I know.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Well, same old, though. Same old. We are here, still here.
Correct. Maiyegun, you know something about the black man? For what is going on in Nigeria now, you can understand why slave trade was so successful. How the nigger, the black man will sell his fellow black man to the white man for gold, for double gold, for mirror, for alcohol, for sayo, the black. Yes. You will understand, and that is why it is so difficult for them to grade us, because we still have that mentality till today. What is happening, Maiyegun? Why is there poverty in Nigeria, such a wealthy country?
It's intentional. Those behind it are the ones that some people call their leaders.
Their leaders.
It's a sad
those days used to be their obas, their rich people that will sell fellow human beings. And if they bring slave trade back, these same people will sell us.
They will join it again. Exactly. They will
sell us
gladly.
If there's nothing else to sell, they will sell their fellow human beings.
Let me tell you something.
Just like that.
Let me tell you something. I'm bringing up a story of a lady. I'm going to bring a story here. Latest by next week, all right, is a young lady who got pregnant, and the person who got her pregnant ran away because she delivered their twins, okay, in an hospital in Ikorodu in Lagos, right? So they didn't have money. She delivered these twins via a CS, cesarean operation, okay? Now they have to put the story on Facebook to try to seek help. When they put this story on Facebook that they wanted to pay the hospital bills, and they also need help, the children, I mean, it's a very sorry case, Baba, right? Now, cut the long story short, right? They didn't get any support on Facebook as anticipated, but they did get an offer. Ask me, what was that offer, sir? Ask me.
Somebody wanted to buy their children.
How did you know? What the heck, man? I've heard stories like I am breaking. See, this is not a year. As I'm talking to you right now, right? Yoruba Union has taken over our case, try to pay the hospital bill. I'm bringing her here to actually raise funds for her to support her in the long run, right? But how did you know that the offer they gave her was to buy the kids? Somebody said they will buy the 2 kids from her, the 2 babies, 2 million naira each. She can go and pay the hospital bills of 700,000 and use the rest of the money to set herself up, and she won't see the children.
Some of them will even tell her, take one, let me take one, I'll give you like this.
Like when
we'll give her offers of the children.
When we are buying the children, I mean the goat children, the goat calves, human being.
Maiyegun, a woman carried that baby, those babies for 9 months. And those were the options she was left with. What of that man? You saw that man that put up his video when the hospital no agree accept him.
Yeah.
He had to carry his baby up and down, and the woman, his wife died. The baby died.
Until they lost her. About this,
those are realities.
When I heard this story, when we heard the story of this young woman today, a lot of us, man, we just lost it emotionally. Like, what the heck? When they send me the video of where the children are, yeah. And somebody at that photo
twins is blessings, imagine the blessings from a twin. You have twins.
Blessing don't turn to blessing has already turned to try what do you call it now? Tragedy, see. Because right now, it's more or less like, well, before we got there though, right? It was like, are these children blessings truly? Why are we facing this? Why
What
did it come
happened?
to
What
me?
happened?
Eh?
What happened? What happened again?
No, I mean,
Yeah, she lost them.
no,
Oh,
we
okay.
do. Yeah, we won't. I pray we won't. Because from what we gathered, right, they had to send her out of the hospital. But guess what? A lady that just had a CS operation, right? In the situation they are in, they said the stitch is already opening. So I have told them to take her back to the hospital tomorrow, and we take her over her medical care. In that space, so talking about people selling people and the value of human lives in that place, right? Even people who have money to help, they will take advantage of you. They were telling her to sell those babies. Sell, you not adoption, no, sell. So that she will just appear like she never had those children ever in her life.
Maiyegun, now you bring that Edafe story. Now it's the same, almost similar to Edafe story.
Exactly. The difference is that Edafe Monday, that lady collected 600,000 naira. Person who sold the child for over 5 million naira and gave the mother 600,000 naira. And then asked her to give him something.
That intermediary. That intermediary that is offering for these twins is almost doing. He will probably sell it for 10 or 15 million.
No, she actually collected 5 million. So she got 5.4 million, right?
Yes, that's the episode now. Abi?
Sorry, she collected 6 million. So she got 5.4 million. The 6 million was supposed to be for the children. I mean, for the child, right? So she gave the mother 600,000 and then told her to settle.
I follow the story. Now you tell me the story now. Now we watch out for your show now. I watch out for your show.
In that Nigeria.
I watch out for your show. But Maiyegun, please, let me just talk small a bit because you know my better I've been here for talk. You see, if it is thing you put up today, they don't have to tell you carry this, do this, do this. She has said what she's supposed to say. These things I'm saying, these people will not let the people go. You have to take this power by force. That's what you think. That's the message she sent. As much as I don't like her for back forward and to cover her mouth, she has reached the stage. She knows that the people are getting close to vengeance, hunger. You can't feed them. You can't dash everybody money.
No.
You can't dash everybody money. Let them. People, Nigerians are not lazy. When they go overseas, they succeed. You can't dash everybody money. First lady now cannot go to a state without facing embarrassment. She the shame. She the shame. What happened? The two places she has gone, shame. They shamed her. So when you want to think of the next place they invite you to, you think twice. They are shaming you everywhere. You can't meet your husband in these dark places and tell him, "Oh, more things are not going right." I don't know if she does that self. I don't even know if she sees him. If they block her from seeing him, the way they block the ministers and every other person. Nigeria is in it is in a bad state. Talk to Uber drivers, hear me. Talk to Uber drivers. 80 or 90% of them are educated men. When they tell you of their stories, what they are going through on a daily. One was telling me he waka. This was around 3 a.m. I'll be 3 p.m. or 4. All he has made is about 48,000 naira. I said, is that your net money or gross money? He said it is gross money without minusing Uber's money.
Before charges, and what do you call it?
Before minusing Uber's money, without minusing his petrol, nothing. 48,000 at 3 p.m. He filled his tank. Maiyegun, 48,000 is nothing now in Nigeria.
I know.
Please, I've taken so much time. God bless you, my brother. Please, you're accepting our call.
Thank you so much.
Accept our call. Maiyegun, you're too much. God bless you. Protect you, protect your family.
Yeah, it's such.
You see, Maiyegun, you're one of the that help us. You're this part of this movement to liberate us.
Maybe
to liberate us.
I forgot the pick paper for Glasgow.
We're subsidiaries of you're the ones that put your face out there and risk everything for us.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you and we thank you. It is worth it.
God bless you.
It is worth it because we're going to be free.
Dedicated. Do you know how many thousands of hours a lot of you have dedicated to this platform every evening? Like if you have to look back and say, "Oh, more, Maiyegun, I want to take back all my hours. I can't pay them back. I can't."
You're teaching us.
It's always
when they go school, when you this small, you don't go know the importance. Your parents will be forcing you carry back, do this. But when you grow older,
be scam. Oh, thank God.
When you grow older, you appreciate it. That's what you're doing for us. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have
Have
a
a good
nice.
evening, okay?
All right.
Bless you. Now, we are almost coming to the end of our program this evening, right? So I just need to remind us, okay, please, if you have been enjoying this conversation so far and you haven't really liked the broadcast, this may be your chance, because in under 20 minutes, that's going to be us. Here is another caller. Hello.
Hello, first time caller here.
Oh, you're a first-time caller. And your name is?
Yeah, my name is Z.
Z.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Tell everybody in the congregation, as well as all over the world, that we have a first-time caller here. Z, how are you doing, sir?
I am very well, thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I actually wanted to call because I actually like it when you say "God damn it, man."
No, that's me. That is me trying to hold back instead of me using the F word. That moment, that's my own frustration expression. I'm like, God damn it, man. Like, man, you know.
It's funny to hear. It's funny to hear. I think you need to have like merch or something as well with stuff like that as well on them.
Well,
to see if people want to buy them as well. Yeah.
Bring back my march anyway, but maybe that sounds nice. Maybe look into it. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I just thought I should call in to say hello. Really, I don't really have too much to say. But yeah,
bless you, Z.
Yeah, that's
so much, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a wonderful one too.
You too.
Cheers, man. So I have another caller. Like I said, we are inching towards the end of the chat this evening, and this may be your chance, especially those of you who have something in there that you have always wanted to say, right? It may be your shot. Call in and express it. Here is Charm, a lady.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Happy New Year, because I think the last time I saw you, I was just like this. So
Happy New Year. I'm trying to call this year.
I know, I'm just being sarcastic because it's been a while.
It's been a while, but I've been listening. I try to catch your broadcast every now and then. The what they call the problem of Nigeria is exhausting. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. Exhausted, and the only way I let all that out is to come here and blow this team. You know what I mean now? Like, just come here.
I guess.
Like that. I don't do yoga, but that's my own yoga. Let it out so that I can sleep at night. Yeah. But yeah, it can be very, very exhausting. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot to say. I actually was listening to African Wahala and how he talked about Ibrahim Traore. I think Traore's story is kind of like what occupies my day these days.
Like, it's something we have never seen before, especially those who have seen the reaction, the passion at which all these blacks all over the world, not just blacks, we have seen those who are non-blacks who have also shown solidarity too. Like, why leave this alone? It's
absolutely
unbelievable.
And what I love about Traore's story is just the fact that, like you said, Black people, Africans in diaspora, FBAs, Caribbeans, everybody is like, listen, leave this man alone, right? Don't tell us about how you want to come and save us, because that's your story, how you want to save Africa. Meanwhile, I think it was one of your shows that you showed where you showed like an aerial view of Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, and the place looked like. I was watching the show that day. The place looked like
France colonized
for generations. For generations, France has colonized that region, and the place
to it for almost 120 years now.
Exactly, and that place looks like a, how will I put it, like a bomb site, somewhere that that hasn't seen any kind of progress or development.
It looks like a city next to a desert that now suffered sandstorm. That thing that will just cover your
Yes, exactly.
That was like
exactly. it looked terrible, right? So now you people go with the narrative of how you want to come and say
mineral-rich country.
A mineral-rich country. And you know, a lot of people have called in today, and I take offense to whoever is calling our ancestors, whether you know what they did or what they didn't do, niggers. Niggers is not any kind of word that you use on anybody, especially if your hand-me-down history that has been given to you has been written in such a way to make you think that your ancestors, right, were the ones that did wrong. You can't know that factually. So I wish you wouldn't talk about, you wouldn't talk, you know, they wouldn't use that derogatory term, you know, on Africans. Please remember that you had the Benin Empire, you had the Malian Empire, you had the Songhai, what they call it, the dynasty. You had people like Mansa Musa. You had the Biafran land. Those were empires. Those were empires that existed prior to any kind of colonization, right? So it wasn't done for us. It was done by us. Even till tomorrow, people want to diminish the impact of what they call it, the Nubians, Chemists, and all of that in the Egyptian history, right? Those were black people. They were not white people. They were not Arabs. Those were black people. They made those dynasties. So don't diminish our history based off of what we have been led to believe, because a lot of things have been told to us, which unfortunately we can't fact check. But what you have to understand is this: it's called history for a reason. His story. Not our story, not their story. The version of the history that you'll be given is the version that the conqueror wants you to have, to diminish you, to make you feel like you are less important, that you worth nothing, and your people gave you away. That story is still yet to be. I personally, I'm not saying that slavery didn't happen. I'm sure it did, but I don't think it's the version that we've been given that it happened in that way. That is my own opinion. I don't have any way to prove it, but there are certain things that I've heard. I mean, I've listened to Derek Farrell to me.
You want all of us to follow the the narrative that our ancestors were, pretty much like either weak,
pretty much what they call it, weak, and no, they were collaborators. Not all of them were collaborators. For crying out loud, how do you juxtapose? Okay, we heard that in Biafra land they fought against the colonialists for 3.5 years, right? Juxtapose that to slavery. Does it make any sense that the same people will give away their own people just like that? Does that make any kind of sense? Okay, I was listening to Dele Farrell to me like a couple of weeks ago, and the way he talked about Yoruba land, the way he talked about the laws that guided the Yoruba people, for goodness sake. When he finished talking, I said, if things were the way that he said it is, how did slavery happen? It makes no sense. That was a tribe with laws. They had laws. They had ways of governing each other, things that they did. So when people come and tell you all of these things, just the way they're telling the whole world how they want to come and save Burkina Faso, and you know it is a lie, it's the same way you have to take that their stupid history with a pinch of salt. Okay, because you don't know the whole truth. Okay, now before I go,
I mean, you know, before I go, I would love. I mean, I love it. I love conversation when people open up a different perspective to a conversation. I'm always like, oh, okay, I love your line of thought. You know, your line of thinking. So it makes a conversation very interesting as well. We are all learning from ourselves. Okay, thank you so much. A lady.
Absolutely. We're all learning from ourselves, but right. I also want people to think critically. Some things don't add up, some things don't make sense. When you think about, like I said, the Yoruba land, the way they govern themselves, and Jennifer to me is talking about things that he was told, this is the way of our people, this is what we did. When you put that story, right, and juxtapose it to slavery, you have to ask questions. Okay, and even now, historically,
how did the story go this way? If the history,
how did you get from this point to this point of slavery? You know, and bear in mind that a lot of people, even historic archaeologists, are finding that Africans traveled out of the continent to other continents. Right. We didn't just stay here. So there's so many things that don't add up, so many stories that don't make any sense, so many maps that have been found. Listen, if people have time to be on the internet, use your time wisely. Go and do a deep dive on history and find out things for yourself. Don't believe everything that you've been told. And please, don't take everything exactly. And don't come here and call people niggers for it's derogation, whether you like it or not. There's no reason for it. And people who talk about, oh, the black man is it. Who told you that the black man was that? The black man has always excelled. Don't believe what you've been told. We have always excelled. This is a moment in history. Let me go before I'm ranting.
I'm just trying to see how we can manage the time, but it's been excellent.
Absolutely. I'll just call again.
What Gen Z will say, Charm, see where you go hang ball. We are still playing at this level, right? You came on and you go hang ball where all of our hands don't touch it. So thank you. Let me take one last one. Okay? It's such a wonderful thing to hear from you. Okay, stay safe, man. So that's hang on though. Hey, did we just lose? Give me a sec. See, I'm having I'm trying to see if I can take maybe 1 or 2 more calls before we call it a night. Here is Paul. Hello, sir.
Yeah, Maye Baba. Baba. Maye Baba. Maugasa. Fine. Nothing much, Baba Mukawanyo. Thank you very much for all your efforts, your hard work, and you always bring in the hope, even when sometimes, Baba, as hard as I thought I did, I lose hope sometimes, Sometimes we just get tired because all these people where they rule Nigeria, many of them, we know them. When they first come, we think say there be people who say they could do good things. You understand? Like, for example, this Tinubu that year, I remember, now pro-Yoruba now, Baba Femi Feri, all of them.
Said to everybody
yes.
We call the advisors now, they do restructuring, they do regionalism. These are their talking points. These are the proponents. They call them progenitors. These are the guys who proposed most of the talking points, political talking points in Nigeria of today. Restructuring, regionalism. They are the ones, so now they are there, they can't do it.
They have the power now, nothing.
No.
It's so sad. And quickly about this VDM case, that thing came from a lot of hands. They have many hands in it. Number one, there is Tinubu hands. He has been calling out Tinubu 2027, this, that, Tinubu. Tell your papa, China, when VDM went to China, remember all those on you're the one that showed us everything here. All the videos, he want good things for Nigeria, but Nigeria doesn't work in that way. He called out so this is a Satan of Sokoto too. Lot of people, wike, all those things. So those people, they don't like someone who is doing good. This guy will go do ball for universities, University of Jos, the last one before they arrested him. He's doing a lot of things. Nigeria people, Baba, for
because
abroad.
Something about somebody I like. I'm
exactly.
Not like him
again. So see all those ones where you show their video, all those sewage dwellers, all those Radara in Nigeria. Yes. Miscreants, look at them, low life, junkies, rubbish human beings. So all those ones, they are
somebody's mom for working.
Exactly, for working. Just imagine.
Your mom was supposed to, because your son is famous on social media and outside it, right? Automatically, they are automatically super rich. They donated money to him for charity. You want him to spend it with his mom.
For his mom, for his family.
Multi-million, well, Nigeria now.
Baba, you can see that we don't like someone who is straightforward, who is 100%. So that's our problem. So to fight, you always say to fight for Nigeria, let Nigerians fight for themselves. They should come outside. Me, Baba, I no go ever try them.
No try them.
So, and also
I'm willing
about
to go to the trenches with everyone only when they are ready. Yeah. Only
exactly when they are ready.
Sure, you get
exactly.
Everybody don't do their way now to the trenches. Say today, happy join.
Yes,
but
exactly.
They will stone you.
Baba,
it's not worth it.
This Tinubu, I remember those days, 2003, 2004, where Obasanjo won come out for governor. I did last that year. Now we. Aluta will go do Aluta, carry school bus for last that year. We say we deal window. Baba for Alausa will go protest against federal government. Person where they beside me fall for ground, bullet touch him. Now God save me that day, Baba. This werey Tinubu. that man, he go better for him. He came as a pro-Yoruba. That was the time he was talking to all this on Wazuruke, Masob, for East. Say, I made a form, Asari, say, make, exactly, pro-Yoruba, say, make South Day, make Southeast. With things in a person, see, Tinubu today, he don't turn himself. Even Bokwari no do reach this thing, which Tinubu don't do under 2 years. You understand? It's so sad. See, all of them.
I know.
So sad, so sad. Baba, thank you very much.
Tonight, okay?
Yeah,
thank you.
I really appreciate. God bless you.
Stay safe,
Yeah,
man. Okay,
all right,
have a
Baba.
wonderful week. Yeah. So we still have, in the UK, right? We have a bank holiday tomorrow. So bank holiday is like a public holiday. I think it's a St. Frederick. What do they do? St. Frederick? I mean, St. Patrick. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's going to be my last caller this evening. So one more time, I am going to be reminding you that if you haven't liked this broadcast, this is your last chance. not like, like last chance in that manner. I mean, after this call, everybody's probably going to leave, right? And if you haven't liked the broadcast, see, you may probably miss out on that, okay? So I believe this Osita, one name
the number,
one name. I don't one name the number, one name the top. That's mine. So I give you back that one name the number. I mean, one name the number. Then I'll keep the one name the top. Osita, how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm fine. And how you doing?
Surviving, I can't complain. Thanks for asking.
It's been a while. But I love the method you're using now. This method, it will make people to sit down, digest whatever he has heard before, think about what other people's contribution is.
Yes.
The ones you take. The ones you won't take, you just leave it aside. Instead of fighting over
with everyone on everything. Logically,
instead of fighting over it, because what the enemy want us to do is to fight within amongst ourselves. Yes. You understand?
Yes.
So the truth.
So anyway, Osita, go on, sir.
I never wanted to call, but it was when our lady called and she expatiated on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, things that I love to talk about. Do you understand? Actually, when you look at it, you ask yourself this. You should ask that question. How did we get here? We were organized society. That was the next time they came. When they succeeded, was not the first time they came. It was until they produced their first ever gun. That was when they came back. And that was when they were able to make the Berlin conference. They stayed for 3 months. To get that
on now they are going to share Africa.
On how they are going to partition the whole of Africa. What was the reason? Africa has always been the problem. The spoils, the things that they see in Africa has always been the problem of every problem that is happening all over the world. Even till today, till tomorrow, it is all about Africa, the Lagis. So when they came together, they said, oh, because of the Lagis in Africa, the things that Africa has, because as at that time, rubber was actually the main thing, because that was when they started. Yes, because that was when they started producing bicycles and automobiles. So rubber was needed for the tires and other parts. So rubber was one of the most important things. Now they said, oh, instead of we should be quarreling, we should be fighting. Even the whole fight they've been fighting in Europe as at then, those European wars, it was all about the control of the Lagis in Africa. They said, oh, instead of the king of Belgium, he said in his statement, instead of we should be fighting ourselves, why don't we come together, sit together, and bring out the map of Africa and let us share it amongst ourselves? That was how they achieved that. So it was until they got those guns, that's when they knew that they could defeat us. We had no guns. So it is not as if we do not know what has happened. But not everything the white man tells you
they are the ones that will tell you, you know, this thing is a lie. You won't accept it. Why? Because they cannot tell us our story. The village where I come from,
and it's always very ideal for us to learn that Africans should tell the African stories, especially from the Africans' eyes.
Yeah, the village where I come from, our former king was able to lead us for almost 60 years. So when you go to his palace, you will see a lot of things being said concerning the slave trade era. And this was way back when I knew the man died way back when I was like in GSS 2.
Right.
So you will find out that you can listen to your elders, your people. There are people who has generational history about their people, not the one they read from the pages of newsprints, where the white man will always
out their propagandas.
Yes, lie, because everything they write is for their own purpose, for their own good, their own interest. That is what they are doing. So what we are seeing in Africa that is happening right now, my brother, mark my word, this is the beginning of what is about to come. And the reason these Americans, this Trump administration entered into it, it is not his own idea of entering into it. Everybody knows how
people expected that you know, somebody like Trump and his sort of what we believe is you know, his position, you know, is not interested in Africa, but seems like people are wrong that Trump may not be interested in Africa. Doesn't mean that America is not.
People are absolutely wrong. Nothing is going to happen.
So they are not letting it fly.
Yeah. So nothing is going to happen. So even the David Hudayi program, the FBI, this thing, nothing is going to happen. Mark my word. They will come out and tell you because of national interest that they don't want to talk about it.
But that one is different now because, you know, they can't even appeal it anymore. They have to release all those unredacted documents. But you are right. It seems like it won't have any real effect anymore than it should.
Until we begin to find out in Africa that there's nothing like rule of law. There is absolutely nothing called rule of law, because the people that actually propagate that particular idea, that rule of law, they don't even follow the rules.
No,
there's nothing like that.
America and the West don't follow any rules, even though they
don't follow no rules.
You know, but I get you.
This is not something. Yeah, this is not something that started today, and that is the reason I tell you we need to find out a kind of governance we'll use. This thing they call democracy. There's no true democracy anywhere in the world.
This one.
No true democracy. Your votes don't count. They will make a law and tell you that somebody will win an election. They'll say, oh, you don't have you cannot form the government, but in one election. Somebody will win in one popular vote. You will say no, that you have to go to the electoral college. So we have to fashion out a way we are going to do this thing. I tell people that if we want to learn, we'll have to look at what the Chinese they did for themselves. We are not saying that we should do what Chinese did, but let us find out in Africa what we can do for ourselves in order to get the desired result. Or else, I am telling you, slavery, it has not finished, because they still see us the way they see us then. It has not ended.
Thank you. Osita,
thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you very much again, as always. You know, you have a very, very wonderful week, because the new week starts now. So to everyone else too, thank you. Osita, Baba, enjoy the rest of the evening, okay? So this is where we're going to draw the curtains this evening or night, brethren. Please, I want to kind of like extend my hands of appreciation like that to every one of you here tonight, especially those of you who have actually shared the broadcast, subscribed to my channel, and even like the broadcast, okay? So I am going to see you again. That's going to be tomorrow. So until then, when we get any update on what is going on happenings, right? Here is the latest. Okay. So stay safe, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I shall see you again. Okay. So good night from here.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.